काम करते हैं, मैं और देवराज भाई अगली वीक खेलता हूँ, आप लोग आओ।
यूजलेस बाहर आ गया है,
यूजलेस तो आ गया बाहर, उसको निकाल दिया था। अब खेल के आओ।
यूजलेस को कोई पीट रहा है,
ये
मैं जा रहा हूँ उसके पास।
यूजलेस मर गया, यूजलेस को घुसने नहीं दिया मैच में। यूजलेस अब हम लोगों के साथ है।
अरे हम दोनों साथ में थे रे।
अरे वो निकल गया मैच से, वही तो बोल रहा है, मैच से निकल गया, उसको घुसने नहीं दिया ऑफलाइन के बाद, तो बाहर आ गया, हम लोगों के साथ आ गया। मैच में दिखाएगा आपके साथ यूजलेस है, लेकिन वो ऑफलाइन है।
14 তারিখ কালকে তারপরে এখন যেগুলো অর্ডার দিল
কি কি কালকে আসবে কত টাকা নিকাল
আমার অ্যাপ আপডেট হচ্ছে না।
84 টাকা 61 টাকা
नहीं खाने के साथ, ठीक है?
ठीक है, गाड़ी लेके घूमो उसके साथ।
अबे उसने बोट ने नॉक कर दिया था, गाड़ी के नीचे कूद गया।
হ্যাঁ 500 500 তাহলে 500 নাই তাহলে 500 এর এতে
देवराज भैया बहुत कम आवाज आ रहा है। আমার ফরম্যাট চেঞ্জ হয়নি। ए ओगे
I need a weapon. I need a
ओगे
weapon. I need a weapon. I need a weapon.
টাটা বিরিটিং কি সব নাম রে। কালকে দেবরাজ ইউজলেস এর তোমার মতো কেস হচ্ছিল না তো, ওই জাম্প করলে যে নক হয়ে যাচ্ছিলে তুমি, কালকে ইউজলেস এর হচ্ছিল আমার, ওপর থেকে পড়ছে এবং আমার নক হয়ে যাচ্ছে।
MS কত?
56
76
নেটওয়ার্কটা চেঞ্জ করো না।
It is showtime.
এটাই ভালোটাই আছে।
হোল্ডার যাচ্ছে, চলবে
82 80
যদি পাওয়ারে যাতে করে রিকল করে নেবো। বেরিটিং টাটা বেরিটিং। टाटा वेरिडिंग। आलू ले लो, गोभी ले लो, आलू ले लो, गोभी ले लो, आलू ले लो, गोभी ले लो। बंदा आया नहीं आया नहीं आया नहीं आया K9 मिल गया, K9 मिल गया। स्कोप चाहिए,
मेरे पास यहाँ पे 4x ले लो।
I got supplies.
4x कोई स्कोप है?
अभी कुछ नहीं है इसमें।
जैसे MK14 कोई गन है, ऐसे 4x कोई स्कोप है। ऊपर शॉट गन है। अरे यूजलेस दे 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 साला, আমি দেখলাম তুই কুড়ি নিয়ে পালাচ্ছি, হ্যাঁ তোর লজ্জা লাগছে না? K9 চালাচ্ছি, দে ভাই দে, থ্যাংক ইউ ভাই। তুই কি ব্যারেল চালাবি? আমাকে M4 দিলেও হবে, তুই ডিপি চালাচ্ছিস। চলো আমি দিয়ে দেবো, আমি 8x কিনলে দিয়ে দেবো, 6x তবে তোর জিনিস তোর কাছেই ফেরত দেবো। चांद छुपा लू के बस्ते में। अरे डॉक्टर हु को मेरे दिए टिंग टोंग बनी जे इकबाल बीडी मेरे दिए, इकबाल बीडी और बीजी आउट कर दिए।
Please recall me.
এই মারা কাঁদা শুরু করে দিয়েছে। কান্না শুরু করে দিয়েছে দেবরাজ দা। প্লিজ রিকল মি। করছি ভাই।
Please recall me.
সব
No.
পালিয়ে গেল।
ओए वर्टिकल मिला मुझे।
Please recall me.
ইউজার আবার একটা দিয়ে দে, একটু নিত্য নতুন কিছু দে, তবে চুপ কর। লুট পাস দেন রিকল, সো ইট ইয়েস দ্য টিপিক্যাল অ্যানসার। I got 42 coins. I need 50 more.
I have 29.
I have 43. AWM কি হয়ে যাবে আমার, কি করব? K9 ছেড়ে দেবো? ইউজলেস চালাবি তাহলে K9 যদি তোর কাছে কয়েন থাকে।
Enemy.
তুমি কি
Please
রিকল করতে চলে
recall
গেছো?
me.
না
তো বেশি পোঁত পাকামো করো না,
আরে
সময় দিলে না।
আমি কোথায় আছি দেখো, ভেক্টর নিয়ে এসেছে বলে আমি হলো না কিছু।
Please recall me.
মানে AWMটা কিনতে দিলে না তো আমার। ইউজলেস ঢুকে যা, এই ঘরটায় ঢুকেছে, ব্লু ঘরটায়, এইটায়।
Marked a location. Please recall me.
করবো রিকল করবো, দাঁড়া ব্রো। মানে এদিকেও তো আছে। ইউজলেস তোর দিকে যাচ্ছে,
Please recall me.
এই ঘরটায় আছে।
Marked a location.
এইখানে আছে,
Marked a location.
যাচ্ছে তোর কাছে ফের।
Please recall me. Excellent work. Please recall me.
একে বাড়া মার তো। একে নেমে আগে বোম মারবো বাড়া।
Excellent work. Please recall me.
ইউজলেস কিছু বল না একে, কিছু বল না, তুই লেখ না। নেট পার্টি।
Please recall me. Please recall me.
তাহলে এখানেও এনিমি আছে।
Please recall me.
আরে বললাম ওয়েট, মুখ করে না একটা।
স্মোক করতে গেলে হবে না।
I'm recalling a teammate.
গাড়িতে বসবে, হ্যাঁ?
Thanks.
M4 আছে, M4।
আজ
I got
লাগবে,
supplies.
আগেই মার্ক করে দিল।
এখানে এ আছে,
I got supplies.
গাড়িটায় বসো, এখান থেকে বেরোতে হবে।
চলো
মানে গ্রোন আছে, ও টিম আছে।
ঠিক আছে, থাকুক। চলো
ইউজলেস আয়। এখন ফাইট নিস না ভাই, পুরো ফেঁসে যাবো, কিছু নেই হাতে।
টাটা এবার আমাদের গাড়িতে আগে উঠে বসে আছে। কে
4 নম্বরটা একে পড়া নেমে না এর পোঁত ফাটিয়ে দিতে হবে।
Marked a location.
করে দাঁড়িয়েছে
Marked a location. Marked a location. Marked a location.
মালটা কি হ্যাকার নাকি বানা?
কেন ইউজার্সের পেছনে লেগেছে
এদিকে রিকল সেন্টার টিম আছে।
ওকে
আবার 170 মিটার। চলো ফিস ক্রাশ ঢুকবো, একটু লুটে নেবে, আসো।
চলো পিং কিচ্ছু নেই গাড়ি গাড়ি গাড়ি
নাইস।
ব্যাপক
বাহ, নাইস 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 নাইস।
প্রচুর লুট হয়ে গেল আর লাগবে না 3টে কিল পেয়ে গেছি
আমাকে তুলবে হ্যাঁ? না ইউজলেস তোল, দেবরাজে গিয়ে লোটো, দেবরাজে গিয়ে লোটো, নাহলে ও মানে ক্রেট ফাঁকা করে দেবে। তাহলে আমাদের গাড়িটাও ফাটিয়ে দিল।
ও দেবরাজ ভাই গান লট
Help!
আরে বাপ রে বাপ
Help! Help!
लॉट कर लो फिर भी
আর একটা আমার সামনে, একটা আমার সামনে। আর তুমি ওটাও, তুমি ওদের তোলো 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 তোলো।
Help!
আমার হিলিং নেই আমার হিলিং নেই
একটা জাস্ট আমার সামনে আছে, তুমি ওকে তোলো, আমি ব্যাকআপ দিচ্ছি, আমি ব্যাকআপ দিচ্ছি। ইউজলেসকে তোলো।
তুলছে তুলছে তুলছে
आ रहा
দুজন। তাহলে নিচে দিয়ে ঘুরছে। চলো একটা ড্যামেজ আছে পুরো, ফুল ড্যামেজ। এদিক থেকে আসতে হবে না
কোথায় আছে
প্রচুর,
কোথায় আছে
একদম এই পাথরটা আমার আমার পেছনের পাথরটা। নাইস।
রুকো রুকো রুকো
মানে সাপ্রেসারটা হয়ে গন্ডগোল হয়ে গেছে, এই গাড়িটাই বসতে হবে কি প্রচুর কাটবে।
শেষ
আরে বেরিয়ে যাও 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 বেরিয়ে যাও। এ বাবা
Awesome.
ड्रोन बहुत छोटा हो भागो
হ্যাঁ তুই যা ইউজলেস। আমারটাই আছে শুধু রিকল। এ বাবা ঠুঁকে দিলি কেন?
Don't give up. Your teammates need you.
রিকল করতে পারবি? জোনে আছে কিন্তু রিকল সেন্টার। ওইটাই যাবি না এটাই যাবি? সামনেরটাই চলে যা, অত দূর ঘুরতে গেলে জোন চলে আসবে। রিকল করে কিন্তু জোনটা, গাড়িটা জোনে রাখিস, ঠিক আছে? গাড়িটা জোনে রাখিস। মারিয়েছে না এই মালটা গন্ডগোল আছে না শিওর।
Don't give up.
এ মালটা গন্ডগোল আছে, উল্টো পাল্টা মারছে শালা। ওই ইউএমপিটা চলছে দেখেছো?
माओवादी थे जाना
ওইখানে দুটো টিম এসে গিয়ে গন্ডগোল হয়ে গেছে, বুঝলে তো রাজা?
माओवादी थे
দুটো টিম এসে গিয়ে প্রবলেম হয়ে গেছে।
माओवादी थे
আহ, চুং চ্যাং চিং। আর হাতের যন্ত্রণার জন্য একদম খেলতে পারছে না।
ले लेना है बाट लो पे जो ही
रेडी करो देवराज भैया।
अब रुको रुको, मैं नहीं था।
अच्छा,
क्यों नहीं थे?
अरे
कौन आ गया
कौन
बोलो?
आया? कौन आया कौन?
আমি আজকে দেখতে এসেছি।
এটা আমাদের পরম সৌভাগ্য যে তুই দেখতে এসেছিস।
বাচ্চারা কি করছে দেখার দায়িত্ব গার্জেনদেরই, ঠিক আছে?
আচ্ছা, ভাগ্যিস তুই এলি, নাহলে তা না হলে আমরা কাকে দেখতাম?
अच्छा बेश, ये भी ठीक है।
স্টার্ট করো।
করে দিয়েছি।
এই কখন থেকে খেলছিস?
এই জাস্ট একটা খেললাম
আমি বেরিয়ে
একটু
যাবো
আগে।
এক্ষুনি।
10 মিনিট হলো। কেন বেরিয়ে যাবি যখন এসেছিস কেন?
একটু দেখতে এলাম আর কি, এখন একটুখানি ওই
এরপরে রকিং ভাই
বজ্রাসন করছি।
এরপরে রকিং ভাই এমনিতেই বেরিয়ে যাবে।
না না, আমি বজ্রাসন করছি, ওই বজ্রাসনের টাইমটা আর কি।
আচ্ছা,
একটু
এখন একটু বাদে বজ্রপাত হবে নাকি?
না হলে বজ্রপাত হবে উইথ বৃষ্টি।
শিলাবৃষ্টি?
তা শিলা কি আর হবে, নর্মাল বৃষ্টি হবে।
কাদা বৃষ্টি, কাদা বৃষ্টি, না ফেভিকল বৃষ্টিও হতে পারে।
না, এই পিং তো বড্ড। এটা কি রকিং ভাই থাকার জন্য
I'm
নাকি?
really sorry.
আমি তো তোর পিং 52 দেখছি, তুই কত পাচ্ছিস? 52?
না, ওটা তোর ping,
আমার 56 আছে।
আমার
আমি
92।
দেখছি, দাঁড়া, ফাটাকে দেখছি 60 দেখতে পাচ্ছি আমি এখন।
তোমার পিং ওটা?
ওটা তোর ping ওটা।
হ্যাঁ সেই বলছি,
আমার 52 আছে।
তাহলে আমি 68 দেখতে, এখন 52 হয়ে গেল।
উই আর গোয়িং টু পাওয়ার।
দাম কানেকশন
দেবরাজ তোর কথা আছে?
কানেকশন 92।
তোমার এখনই মনে হলো পাওয়ারে নামছি তো।
ঠিক আছে।
আমি এখন দেবরাজকে দেখছি, এ বাবা 120 80। না রে, আমি তোদের পিংটাই দেখছি রে। অবশ্য এখন 56। তোর কি এখন 56 দেবরাজ?
হি ইজ চেঞ্জিং হিজ গেল। বললাম পাওয়ারে নামছি।
এসে গেছে।
স্কোয়াড আছে। বালচোদাগুলো সব এদিকেই নেমেছে।
আমাদের মাথার উপরে সব।
ফাটা পেয়ে গেছে।
এনে ইউজলেস এটা নে।
ইয়া, জিও
ওইদিকে টিম আছে। আমার ড্রিঙ্কস হয়নি। এর কাছেও নেই।
এদের কাছে দেখ।
নেই।
दोनों नीचे हो गए दोनों काटो पॉइंट
ইউজলেস দেখে যা, ওদিকেও আছে। আমি নাকি বিনা ভেস্টে লড়ে ফেললাম।
এই
गन
अरे हेलमेट वेस्ट नहीं मिला, मैं बोला हेलमेट वेस्ट नहीं है। काहे गए?
ये कहाँ से मार रहा है ये?
रिकॉल सेंटर पे, रिकॉल सेंटर।
দেবরাজ নেট আছে
না না,
ও নেমে গেছে
আরে রিকল कर दिया রে।
মানে হেলমেট ড্রিঙ্কস ফ্রিঙ্কস কিছু নেই। কোথায় আছে? কোথায় বেরাজা? কোথাটায় আছে?
জাস্ট নেমেছে
আমার সামনে।
মানে এখানে আর
Watch
একটা
out!
গান ছেড়ে দৌড়তে যাই
Don't give
ফার্স্ট
up.
ওটার জন্য।
Your teammates need you.
কি করে নামলে? এতে পুরো টিমটাকে তো শেষ করে দিলাম।
রিকল করে।
কিন্তু last
দেবরাজা পেছনেরটা দেখবে, হ্যাঁ পেছনেরটা দেখবে। নাইস নাইস, ওই ছিল। এবারে এবারে ইউজলেসের কাছে আছে। শালা ঢুকে যা ভাই সেটার কাছে।
রিকল।
ও একদম ও হলুদ বিল্ডিংটা ওয়ালে আছে, ঠিক আছে? মারবে কিন্তু ইউজলেস, দেখতে যা, দেখে যা। দেবরাজা রিকল, ও দেবরাজা তো পেছনে আছে। রিকল দিলে মালটার পেছনে ঢুকে যাই। এখানেও আছে দে। নাইস ইউজলেস, নাইস ভাই নাইস। ব্রোকেন ওয়ালের পেছনে তুমি কত দূর আছো?
এই যে
হলুদ ঘরে, হলুদ ঘরটার ব্রোকেন ওয়ালের পেছনে, ঠিক আছে? রাস্তার ওপারে হলুদ ঘরটার ব্রোকেন ওয়ালটার পেছনে আছে, একদম কোণে বসে আছে। তুমি রিকল করো, মালটা আমি পেছনে নামি, যদি রিকল করতে পারো।
সিমিট্রি দিয়ে বেরোচ্ছে
সিমেন্ট্রিতে গেছে, সিমেন্ট্রিতে গেছে,
I'm
সিমেন্ট্রিতে
recalling
গেছে।
a teammate. Thanks.
থ্যাংক ইউ, আমি নিয়ে নিচ্ছি ওকে।
জিও গুড জব ইউ
অল ডেড ভাই, ভাই কি খেললি भाई। अरे कुछ छोड़ो मेरे लिए।
কে কে রিকল হলো তাহলে? দেবরাজ একবার, ফাটা একবার।
রকিং, রকিং ভাইয়া আর আমি।
হ্যাঁ ফাটা হয়েছে।
রকিং ভাইয়া আর আমি।
ফাটা, আচ্ছা। দেবরাজ হচ্ছি না একবার?
না না,
দেখো তুই, আমি দেখতে এলাম কত সুন্দর খেলছিস তোরা।
তুই দেখলে খুব ভালো খেলা হয় রে।
হ্যাঁ ওটাই বলছি।
আর ড্রিঙ্কস না হেলমেট বানাও, ইনি ঢুকেছি। ভেতরের স্কোয়াডটা হেভি নেওয়া আছে, যাই বলো হেভি নিয়েছি।
ফাটা 3টে,
I got
ইউজলেস
supplies.
4টে, দেবরাজ 3টে, রকিং ভাইকে দেখতে।
रॉकिंग भाई 0।
I got
রকিং
supplies.
ভাইকে 0।
मुझे एक 3x चाहिए।
4x है।
4x तो मेरे पास है। अच्छा यूजलेस গেছে ডাকটে। একটু ড্রিঙ্কস ফ্রিঙ্কস চাই। ये ডাকটে জোন আছে? হ্যাঁ আছে। আচ্ছা আমি দেবরাজার সাথে আছি। হ্যাঁ দেবরাজা একা। এই দেবরাজা শটগান লাগবে? শটগান
I got supplies. I got
এই
supplies.
এখানে লেভেল 3 का वेस्ट है, रकिंग भाई ले
3x
लो।
3x लगे 3x।
लेवल 3 का वेस्ट चाहिए, मेरे पास तो लेवल 1 का है। मैं जा रहा हूँ यूजलेस के पास। रॉकिंग भैया आप देवराज भैया के पास जाओ।
हेल्थ
अब
किट नहीं है मेरे पास, देख दे
रॉकिंग भैया देवराज भैया के पास जाओ, देवराज भैया के पास जाओ।
दादा। इस पर दे दो।
3 हेलमेट।
मतलब
हाँ
আমি কি শটগান চালাবো? हेल्थ किट पाई नहीं तो।
हेल्थ किट है तुम्हारे पास?
हेल्थ किट मेरे पास 2 है, एक दे सकता हूँ।
अरे मैं अभी अभी ऊपर से उधर कहाँ से मिलेगा?
ऊपर से
मेरे पास
लेके
2 है,
किट
2
नहीं
है, मेरे पास 2 है, मैं 2 को देगा 2।
घर से तो एक हेल्थ किट लेके जा सकते थे ना रकिंग
हाँ।
भाई।
আচ্ছা দেবরাজ আমি কি শটগান চালাবো?
শটগান না।
এমপোরা শটগান চালাই।
হ্যাঁ এম4 শটগান ঠিক আছে।
তাহলে উজি ছাড়বো না? উজিটা আমার ভালো চলে কিন্তু।
रियल बंदा था क्या ये?
ऊपर
नहीं।
बंदा, इधर एक बंदा है।
हमने जॉब करते थे जो जो संभाल
ठीक है।
I got supplies.
এই জলে একটা লেভেল 3 হেলমেট পড়েছে।
দাঁড়াও।
चुप 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 सामने एनिमी आ जाओ। ये लेवल 3 बैग दिया गया আমাকে। मैं उजिर সম্পূর্ণরূপে স্টক পেয়ে গেছি। আমার একটা 6x লাগছে। 6x কম্পেনসেটর অনেক কিছুই লাগছে গো।
আরে ইউজলেস, এ হেলমেটটা এখানে খুলে দে। হ্যাঁ, ও সেই থেকে হেলমেটটাকে জলের তলা থেকে পার করার চেষ্টা করছে, আর পারছে আর না। হ্যাঁ, করে এবার একটা মার্ক করে দে।
I got supplies.
আবার খুললি কেন থেকে? হ্যাঁ,
I got
একটা মার্ক
supplies.
করে দে।
कहाँ पे लेटा हुआ?
देवराज भैया मैं आपके लिए हेल्थ किट उठाया, ठीक है?
नहीं, रॉकिंग भाई को देना। मुझे एक मिला है रॉकिंग भाई।
मेरे पास 4 है, मैं 2 दे दूंगा।
ठीक है। 3x है किसी के पास? 3x?
No X, I have 4X. 4X, M4 has no attachment. M4 has no attachments.
Marked a location. Watch out.
रूम में चलो। रॉकिंग भाई,
मुझे एक होलो चाहिए, होलो मिल गया होलो।
वो मावा
अरे!
आ जा।
मावा खा रहा है ना? हाँ मावा मावा
मावा की
मावा मावा है क्या चीज़ रॉकिंग भैया?
खोई नहीं।
खोई नहीं। अच्छा इसलिए ऐसा आवाज आता है रॉकिंग भैया का, पता है? पहले समझना चाहिए था। इसलिए ऐसा आवाज आता है। उधर तो देखो मैंने।
यूजलेस, सुन स्ट्रेट तेरे सामने, ठीक है? ऊपर
मार्क करो।
एक बंदे को देखा मैंने।
Marked a location.
इधर मार्क किया रे। अच्छा वो पीछे।
जून के बाहर
ऊपर
जोन पे आएगा। यूजलेस জোনে ঢোক। বড়া কোথায় গেছিস জোনের বাইরে? 16 জন আছে এই টাইম তো তোকে দরকার। रॉकिंग भैया ये लो हेल्थ किट लो।
मुझे भी एक देना।
दिया दो दिया मैंने।
ठीक है।
না এক্সটেন্ডেড আছে না স্কোপ আছে না কিচ্ছু নেই।
4x লাগবে?
4x ই তো আছে, 4x আমি স্কোপের খাতায় ধরিই না। 4x চলে না আমার হাতে, তবুও চালাতে হচ্ছে ভাগ্যবশত। যদি হাতে চলে যায়। ক্র্যাবে ঢুকবে? और सिंगल ছিল। ক্র্যাব ঘুষোগে? চলো ক্র্যাবে ঢুকি, হালকা একটু কয়েনও হয়ে যাবে।
Watch
তবে
out.
গ্রোনাস থেকে এনিমি আসবে। এই দেখো ওইদিকে এনিমি দিচ্ছে। এদিকে খেয়ে নেবো, আগে এদের খেয়ে নেবো, এসো তারপরে ঢুকবো। अच्छा उस साइड भी टीम है। আরে ভাই ডেঞ্জারাস মেরেছে। মারো, ড্যামেজ আছে, ভালো ড্যামেজ আছে। আমাকে তোল, ও জোন খেয়ে যাবে, বললাম তোকে তুলতে। রকিং ভাই যাও। ওপর থেকে মারছে। ইউজলেস জোনে আয়। उसको कैरी करके लाओ। अरे यूजलेस तो खा लिया, रिकॉल करना पड़ेगा। अच्छा पीछे वाला रिकॉल सेंटर पे बंदा जा सकते हो रॉकिंग भैया? हाँ उधर तो है। इधर वाला रिकॉल सेंटर पे निकल जाओ, इधर वाला। रॉकिंग भैया इधर निकल जाओ, हम लोग इधर देख रहे हैं। अरे क्रैप पे ही जोन है। उधर कहाँ है बंदा? अरे भाई कितना बंदा है रॉकिंग भैया? दो
नहीं पूरा स्क्वाड
पूरा स्क्वाड है। मरवा गए।
यहाँ पे
देव-
एक नॉक किया
Marked a
मैंने।
location.
দেবরাজ,
अरे इसको उठाना पड़ेगा।
আমার মনে হয় একে ছেড়ে
चलो
তোর ফাটার দিকে যাওয়া উচিত।
मैं
चलो
ओके छेड़े दो चले सो।
यहाँ पे गाड़ी है
Marked a location.
अरे रॉकिंग भैया लेके गया था वो गाड़ी।
गाड़ी लेके आया वो तो बोलो
अरे আমাকে পেছন থেকে মারছে।
अरे घर के अंदर आओ घर के अंदर अरे
কি বাজে মারলো রে ভাই।
देख कहाँ हो
M16 এ4 দিয়ে মেরেছে আমাকে মারছে এইখান থেকে। এ মারলো আমাকে এই সাইডের মালটা মারলো M16 এ4 দিয়ে। তোমাকে পেছন থেকে ছাড়বে দেখো জানে লোকেশন আমাকে আমি ওদের লোকেশনই দিইনি শালা পেছনে আমি জানি পেছনে মালটাকে কাট করে গেলেই হবে। আর ফালতু চোদা জোন দিয়েছে ইউজলেস মরতো না ও পুরো তিনজনকেই নিতে গেছে যার জন্যই ও নক হলো।
মালটা আছে কোথায় রে? ডান দিক থেকে মারছে না?
একটা ওইদিকে আছে ওই দিক থেকে কে নাই
ডান দিক
M24
থেকে,
চালাচ্ছে
হ্যাঁ, হ্যাঁ।
আর একটা বাঁ দিকে আছে রিকল সেন্টারের কাছে একটা টিম আছে।
मुझे पता है टेलर से आप यहाँ
हाँ पता है मुझे पता है उसको
किसे बंद है यार
अरे यार फालतू में ঘরটা ঢুকে যাও লাস্ট বিল্ডিং এ চলে যাও লাস্ট বিল্ডিং এ চলে গিয়ে এখন হোল্ড করো। ওই যে যাচ্ছে উপরে যাচ্ছে এখন মারতে হবে না এখন মারতে হবে না এখন মারতে হবে না হোল্ড করো পাশের বিল্ডিংটাই ওটা।
ও পেছনেও আছে, বিল্ডিং এর পেছনে আছে, জানলা দিয়ে পাবি দেখতে।
এসে গেছে হোল্ড করো এখানে
কি
এসে গেছে তোমার সামনে।
কি
এ এ জনগণ,
কত তারিখ আজকে আচ্ছা কত তারিখ
নেট পেট করে দেবে এবার।
আচ্ছা ছি 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 ছি
উঠে দাঁড়িয়ে থাকো বসে থেকো না দাঁড়িয়ে থাকো বসলে উঠে মারতে পারবেন। বাইরে পড়েছে ওখানটাই দাঁড়াও বাইরেই পড়বে ওখানে। তোমার কাছে নেট পেট নেই কিছু?
না
আরে বাবা তোমার ঘরটাই জোনে আছে দাঁড়াও 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 কিছু নিতে হবে না। ও, দিল গান মেরে মা ও ম্যাডি ছিল ম্যাডি
11 তারিখ
বিশ্বজিতের টিম
ছি 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 ছি, ছি।
বিশ্বজিতের টিম এটা ये साला पुणे খেলে এই মালটা ফোনে খেলে এই যে রেজ ম্যাডি খেলতো আগে আমাদের সাথে। আমার কোনো অ্যাটাচমেন্ট পাইনি ভালো না না M4 এর অ্যাটাচমেন্ট না এ
ना ना ना, तुम लोग खेलो। अरे मैं नहीं खेलूंगा सही में।
कितना बजा क्या बज गया मैं नहीं कोई
अरे यार तुम लोग खेलो यार, मैं नहीं खेल सकता। रुकू भाई, और एक खेल के चले जाओ, मैं भी चला जाऊंगा।
नहीं आप एक गेम
नहीं नहीं, मैं नहीं खेलूंगा, सीरियसली कॉन्शियसली बोल रहा हूँ।
आओ आओ रॉकिंग भैया आओ देख रहे हो थोड़ा काम है शायद उसका।
ये काम नहीं, देवराज देवराज
ए
বলছি দেখতে এসছি, কমপ্লিটলি দেখতে এসছি। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ,
খেলবে না যোগিতা
না 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 না
কেন?
না, আমি সত্যি দেখতে এসছি।
আরে রকিং ভাইয়া তো চলে যাচ্ছিল এই টাইমে পালাই রকিং ভাইয়া 12টা বাজলে।
জানি জানি, কিন্তু না না না, আমি খেলতে চাই না অ্যাকচুয়ালি, বুঝলি তো,
কেন
আমি দেখতে চাইছি। না না না, আমি মাথাটাকে একটু ঠান্ডা রাখবো আর কি।
কেন কি
খেললে
গরম কিসের জন্য গরম হলো?
না না, গরম না মানে এখন মানে এক্সাইটমেন্টের পিকটা তুলে লাভ নেই, আর একটু বসবো একটু পরে। তো
বসবো মানে
মাথাটা,
কাজে বসবে
না না না,
জল খেতে
মেডিটেশন মেডিটেশন
ওই জল খেতে
মেডিটেশন রে ভাই। জল
মেডিটেশন
জল আমার বন্ধ হয়ে গেছে ভাই।
মেডিটেশন বলতে
এই জন্য বলতে চাইছি
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
মেডিটেট করবো,
আচ্ছা
ধ্যানম।
বুঝবি কি?
হ্যাঁ বসবো পরে, ওই জন্য মাথাটাকে একটু পিসফুল রাখছি আর কি, বুঝলি, জাস্ট দেখছি, দেখলে পরে ইনভলভমেন্টটা অতটা থাকে না,
না গেমে
খেললে পরে
গেমে কিন্তু একটা জিনিস ভালো, গেম দেখলে কিংবা গেম খেললে মাইন্ড রিফ্রেশ হয়।
আরে দূরে নামো, আমি পুচুরকে হিসু করিয়ে নি।
আচ্ছা কাছে নামলে হিসু হবে না?
ও টাইম পাবে না, ও টাইম পাবে না, ফিরে আসতে টাইম পাবে না
এলা আইস
কিছু।
বক্স যাচ্ছে, আইস বক্স আর আইস বক্স।
Help!
यूजलेस देवराजा नहीं, पोचू के हिसी कराने गया है। देवराजा आके देखेगा खुद हिसू करके बैठ जाएगा, ठीक है?
अच्छा रोकी भाई, आप जो ये जर्दा जो खाते हो, तो ये
जर्दा नहीं,
फेंकने
जर्दा
के लिए-
नहीं, जर्दा नहीं है, मावा है, खोइनी। मोलो और खाओ।
अच्छा, तो इसको, इसका जो थूक आता है वो फेंकते हो क्या, फेंक या वो भी ले लेते हो?
गिर लेते हो?
हाँ तो
ठीक।
उसके
कहाँ
लिए
पे
क्या
फेंकते हो?
बार-बार उठ के जाना पड़ता है क्या, कि पास में कुछ है रखा?
बार बार उठ के जाना पड़ता है ना कि
हाँ यही एक दिक्कत है इसका।
ঠিক আছে।
अरे पुचू का हिसू हो गया, देवराज भाई भी आ गया। আরে বাড়া শটগানটা কে তুললো? গুলি দেখতে পেলাম, শটগান গায়েব হয়ে গেল। এই হাতে এলো, এ ভাই এটা কি ছিল? কল কল বাক্স কল। ব্যারেল নেই চালায়েগা সালা। ব্যারেলে একটা জিনিসের অসুবিধা আমি দেখতে পাচ্ছি,
I got supplies.
ব্যারেলে ক্লোজ ক্যারি কর, ক্যারি কর, একটু বাইরে এসছে।
I got supplies.
ও ওইখানেই আছে, এবার তো যেতেই হবে আমার। আই হ্যাভ নো চয়েস। এনে এখানে ব্যারেল ছাড়লাম, নিয়ে যাও, উইথ অ্যামো, ফুল অ্যামো আছে।
I got supplies.
একটু ফোন কোপেছি দেবে।
I got supplies.
এরকম এরকম ব্যাপার থাকলে যে ক্যালেন্ডার আছে মার্ক করতে হবে, কিছু করার নেই।
I got supplies.
সাপ্লাই দিয়েই যাচ্ছে, চষে ফেলছে পুরো। 500 মিটার জোন আছে মানে, সাপ্লাই না দিয়ে মানে লুটতে থাক, কোন মুখ সব বাঁচাতে হবে মানে এখানে।
I got supplies.
ও
হ্যাঁ বলতে হবে যে
তবে ইয়েদা এটাই বলতে পারো,
কিছু দেরি করিস না,
এটা এটা কিন্তু মানতে হবে, মানে একমাত্র ইউজলেসই আছে যে বাংলাদেশি আমাদের সাথে সেট করতে পেরেছে, আর আমরাও সেট করে নিয়েছি। কি ঠিক বললাম? মানে এতদিন খেলেছি কেউ সেট করতে পারেনি, না আমরা সেট করতে পেরেছি না ওরা সেট করতে পেরেছি, আসে খেলে পালায়। ইউজলেস ভালো সেট করে নিয়েছে।
স্কোপ লাগবে, 9 এর এমন লাগবে।
আমি তোমায় 3x দিতে পারবো।
ও
Nine
ঠিক
তো-
হবে না,
9
I got
তো আমারও
supplies.
লাগছে,
লাগবে।
9 তো আমারও লাগছে মানে।
তাহলে উজি ছেড়ে দেবো তাহলে আমি পুরো যাবো।
আরে তুমি শর্টগান চালাও, শর্টগানটা চালাও, কাজের জিনিস মানে। নাহলে তুমি উজি চালাও, তাহলে আমি শর্টগান ধরি,
আমি শটগান নিয়েছি।
যে কোনো একটা করো। তুমি ছাড়ছো যখন তাহলে আমাকে ধরতে হবে, মানে ক্লোজ রেঞ্জে বহুত চাপ হয়ে যায় না। শর্টগান যদি চেঞ্জ করতে হয় তুমি গুলিটা নিয়ে আমার কাছে চলে আসো, আমি তোমায় উজি দিয়ে দিচ্ছি, শর্টগান আমায় দিয়ে দাও।
P90 নিয়ে নিয়েছি।
P90 তে ইয়ে হলো বেস্ট লাগে আমার। আমার তো 2x টা বেশি ভালো লাগে P90 তে।
P90 খারাপ না, এটা ভালো।
হ্যাঁ
আরে ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে
Rate of
ইউজলেস লেভেল 3
ব্যাপক।
ব্যাগটা কোথাও মার্ক দিল। আচ্ছা এই করে দেবরাজা করে।
এম4 তুলছি না আমি, তাও লাগবে দিতে পারো।
হ্যাঁ এমপো লাগছে না, ভার্টিকাল।
দূরে
আমার
মারার
খালি একটা
সময়
বড় ম্যাগ চাই, ওইটাই কিনতে হবে। 7খানা চাই, 3খানা
I
কয়েন দাও
got
তো দেবরাজা।
supplies.
एक पॉइंट चाहिए।
দেবরাজ এর সঙ্গে না সাপ্রেসার লাগিয়ে নে।
হুম,
P90 সঙ্গে এত ব্যাপক চলে সাপ্রেসার লাগালে।
আমাকে 3খানা কয়েন দাও, 3খানা কয়েন দাও।
मेरे पास इतना ही है दे दो।
পুরো একটা
वो
আওয়াজ হয়।
जितना है काफी है, मुझे 3 ही चाहिए।
এই সামনে এই ডান দিকে দেবরাজ বট। ও না 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 সরি, পাথরটা রেন্ডার হলো, আমি ভেবেছি মানুষ।
गाड़ी है? अबे गाड़ी भी नहीं है, 500 मीटर कैसे जाएंगे भाई?
आटा एक पॉइंट चाहिए।
शॉटगन कैमो चाहिए रे फटा।
एक पॉइंट चाहिए।
शॉटगन जाते जाते मिल जाएगा, चलो चलो। पहले बोलना चाहिए था, कैरी कर लेता मैं। मेरे पास, मैं आपके लिए 3x कैरी किया एक। अरे यार
जोन भी आ गया।
आप लोगों ने तो हाफ जोन क्रॉस कर ही लिया। हम लोग को पूरा क्रॉस करना है अभी।
पूरा डाल दो।
जोन होल्डर्स साइड जा रहा है, ऊपर से रेड जोन पेंचोत।
খাবারগুলো এখন কি তাড়াতাড়ি হজম হয় রে দেবরাজ, জানিস তো?
বুঝলাম।
ঘুমের স্লিপ টাইমটা কমে গেছে, মানে স্লিপ কোটা আর কি, কোটাটা কমে গেছে।
ভেরি গুড, প্রোগ্রামিং জন্য ভালো করেছিস প্রোগ্রামিং।
रॉकिंग भैया, एक आपका एक मेरा।
অনেক কিছু চেঞ্জ দেখছি জানিস তো, এত সাটল ব্যাপারটা।
एक को मार ही दिया पूरा।
আমি তো বুঝতে পারছি।
ডিটেলস এ কথা বলি।
হ্যাঁ
चलो चलो सुन जाओ। रॉकिंग भैया हटो 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 हटो।
তাই না?
আমাদের এখানে তো এই ফ্যাসিলিটিস গুলো নেই।
I got
না
supplies.
অনলাইন
सीट चेंज करो।
অনলাইন নাকি?
আমি তো পুরো অনলাইন। আরে আমার এই যে কোর্সগুলো খাই না,
হ্যাঁ
ওর জন্য স্টেজের জন্য,
হ্যাঁ।
তো ওটার জন্য ওটার জন্য
দেবরাজা বসো, রেড জোনে কি করছো?
ইউরিক অ্যাসিড লেভেলটা একটু বেশি থাকে,
হ্যাঁ একটু পরে যাবো, ঢোক।
বুঝলিস তো?
রেড জোনটা কাটুক।
লেভেল যদি বেশি থাকে তাহলে তোর
লাগবে?
শরীরে একটা
6s লাগবে?
হ্যাঁ 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 লাগছে লাগছে।
এই নাও।
আসো ভেতরে আসো, ঘরের ভেতরে আসো, মারা রেড জোন আছে।
এই নাও।
বুঝলি তো, ইউরিক অ্যাসিড বাড়লে বডিতে একটা পেন হয় আর কি, মানে পেন থাকে ওই
হ্যাঁ জানি
দিকে।
জানি
হ্যাঁ,
আইডিয়া আছে।
সব সব পেন চলে গেছে, সব পেন, কোনো কিছু নেই নর্মালি, জানিস তো? মায়ের হাঁটুতে ব্যথা করতো, মাকে আমি শুধু একটা আছে আর কি, মানে পতঙ্গ আসন আর কিছু পাল আসন, এই দুটো মাকে শিখিয়েছি, মা করে। মায়ের নিচের পোস্টানে, কোমর থেকে নিচের পোস্টানে কোনো
বসো
pain
বসো 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 বসো।
ওকে।
কি অদ্ভুত ব্যাপারটা এটা। এত বছর ধরে মা পেনে আর কি, পেন হতো, মানে ধর কি বলতো, বসলে পরে ফট করে যদি উঠতে যায় একটুখানি পেন আর কি, ব্যথায় আস্তে করে, বা উপরে দাঁড়িয়ে থেকে যদি হট করে বসতে যায় তখনই একটা আর কি, মানে পেন হয় আর কি, হতো। এখন কিচ্ছু হয় না।
আরে বাবা,
আমি বেসিক্যালি আমার অ্যাপ্রোচটা না এরকম ছিল যে দেখি তো কি হয়, হয় কি না।
লোক আছে লোক আছে লোক আছে।
সব বলছে, and দেখছি যে হ্যাঁ এটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি ওয়ার্ক।
खतरनाक रेंडर আছে আমার।
কাজের থেকে করছিস, কেমন খরচ কেমন হচ্ছে?
ওকে, সো যেটা করি সেটার নাম হচ্ছে সম্ভাবী মহামুদ্রা ক্রিয়া, ঠিক আছে? এটা করার জন্য তোকে ইনার ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিংটা করতে হবে, যেটার জন্য 7টা সেশন হয়, 1.5 ঘন্টা করে করে ভিডিও, ওগুলো দেখতে হয় আর কি। মানে সোজা হয়ে বসে স্পাইনটাকে ইরেক্ট করে বসে তুই জাস্ট দেখবি ওগুলো আর কি, আর শুনবি।
এইখান দিয়ে আসছে, এইখান দিয়ে।
Marked a location.
অনেকগুলো ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজে হয়। 2800 টাকা হচ্ছে ওই ইনার
Marked a
ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং।
location.
এখানে আছে।
আচ্ছা
ওটা হওয়ার পরে ইউ উইল বি এলিজিবল ফর সাম্ভাবী মহামুদ্রা ক্রিয়া ইনিশিয়েশন, যেটার জন্য 3 দিনের একটা ব্যাপার, 2.5 ঘন্টা আর
रॉकिंग
last
भैया
দিনটা
का
হচ্ছে 9 ঘন্টা।
मैं कितनी बार बोला ओपन से आप स्नाइपिंग मत किया करो। नॉक है,
एक बंदा जाके बुला लो।
एक बंदा नॉक किया मैंने।
I'm
सामने,
recalling a
सामने।
teammate.
पत्थर के साथ, हाँ उस तरफ देवराज,
Thanks.
एकदम से सामने।
নক, দো নক है।
ওই সামনে, ওই সামনে
এইখানে নক
Extreme-
করেছি দুটো।
Marked a
এই যে দেখে।
location.
পাথরের কাছে ছিল না রে ওটা?
ওইখানে যেখানে মার্ক দিয়েছি ওখানেই দোকানে নক হয়েছে।
Marked a location.
বসে সাইডে ট্রিম আছে।
Marked a location.
বলেছি দেবরাজ দা ইউজলেস কে তোলো।
হ্যাঁ তুলছি
মারা সাইড থেকে পড়লো। ইউজলেস কে তুলতে হবে তো, সামনে স্মোক করতে হবে একটা, দাঁড়া।
Help!
जियो उठा लो।
रॉकिंग भैया फिर से गया
कैसे?
मैं दूर से ना 290 से मारा रॉकिंग भैया को।
अरे अरे अरे
आ जाओ तू आ जाओ जल्दी से, उठाओ कोई बात नहीं। हाँ
স্মোক করে দিয়েছি। গাড়িটায় বসবে, হ্যাঁ? গাড়িটা আছে ঝট করে।
एक मिनट हिलটা 2 সেকেন্ড
টাইম ওদিক থেকে চালাচ্ছে, বসলে তবে আমি ছাড়বো গাড়ি। রাস্তা দিয়ে আসছো?
না হ্যাঁ
এই
ওই
এদিকে তো
ওই
রয়েছে।
পাশে বসে
না,
আছে,
বুদ্ধি তোমার সিরিয়াসলি।
আরে এই পাশে বসে আছে উপরে পিক নিয়ে।
ঘরের ভেতর দিয়ে আসবে তো।
একই হাই এখানটা, হ্যাঁ
Marked an airdrop.
Yes. তারা P90 তো ভালো রেজাল্ট দিচ্ছে না।
এইখান থেকে কি একটা M24 চালাচ্ছে।
এই যে এখানে
Marked a location.
M24টা কোথায় চালাচ্ছে? M24টা মানে ব্রোকেন ওয়ালে আছে, ভাঙা ঘরগুলোতে।
জিও সালা P90 বলে।
এখানে একটা আছে।
আরে সেকেন্ডটা
আরে ইউজলেস দেখে আসবি। রিভাইভ করছে। নাইসলি ডান। দূর থেকে একটা চালাচ্ছে। এ দেবরাজ দা ঠিক জায়গায় নক হয়েছে।
আরে
স্মোক টোক আছে।
ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে যে আমাকে কেমন করে, আমি তো পাথরের পেছনে বসে আছি ভাই। চলে এসছে আমার কাছে, না কে এসছে আমার কাছে, চলে এসছে।
পারলাম
এই
না,
দেখ
উজি ছিল বলে নিতে পারলাম না। উজি ছিল বলে নিতে পারলাম না। উজি এই একটা
Don't give
সমস্যা,
up.
একটু
Your
হাত থেকে একটু
teammates
দূরে
need
রেঞ্জ
you.
হয়ে গেলেই না একদম হয় না।
এ ভালো চান্স ছিল রে, ইউজলেস।
ওরাই ছিল, শুধু এমপোর্টটা হলে হয়ে যেত। দেবরাজ অনেকটা এগিয়ে গিয়েছিল না, ওদিক থেকে ব্যাকআপ দিয়েছে বলে আমরা এদিকে বাঁচলাম। আর আমাদের হেলথ কম ছিল না, আমি হিল না করেই তোমার দিকে ঢুকে গেছি। হেলথটা যদি থাকতো তাহলে নিয়ে নেওয়া যেত। এই যে শুয়ে আছে মালটা নাকি পাথরের কাছে। জাস্ট এই পাথরের পেছনেই আছে শালা।
রাশ করবে।
আমাদের চিকেন হয়ে যেত ম্যাচটা। চান্স মানে 20-80 হয়ে গেছে, যেটা 80-20 ছিল। হাইট থেকে ঘুরে যাবে দেখিস। নাইস, ওই তো আরেকটা চলে যাবে ওর কাছে। আগের পাতাটাই চলে যা, আগের পাতাটাই চলে যা, আগের পাতাটাই চলে যা। হ্যাঁ, একটা পাওয়ারের দিকে আছে,
হ্যাঁ,
একে রিভাইভ দেবে।
কোথায় রেখেছো?
এটার উপরে ওঠার চেষ্টা কর।
না না, উপরে উঠলে পাওয়ার থেকে ছেড়ে দেবে। ঠিকই আছে, নাইস। হিল কর, পাওয়ারের দিকে আছে। এখানেই দাঁড়িয়ে হিল করে নে না।
ফুল বুস্ট ভাই, তোর ডান দিক থেকে পড়ে যাবে তো।
কি আইটেমটা?
নাইস। এডব্লিউএমটা ছেড়ে দে, তাহলে ওই দিকেই জোন না।
এসছে একটা। ও আচ্ছা, বললাম।
ভুলে গেছি, দিচ্ছি।
ওই নাইস ভাই, নাইস।
We are number
Where are you?
one.
হ্যাঁ, ভালো খেলেছে বিজনেস।
চল রে, তোরা খেল, আমি বেরোই বুঝলি।
হুম
ঠিক আছে, আগে খেলবে তোমরা?
আমি আছে। रॉकिंग भैया निकल गया, नहीं है? रॉकिंग
হ্যাঁ,
भैया निकले नहीं हो ना? रेडी करो, जा रहा है। এরপর কিন্তু সাব প্রেসারে শুয়ে হেভি চলছে দেবরাজা, জানো? কিন্তু শুয়ে মারতে হবে। Thomas Tuchel Chelsea সিচুয়েশন কোথায় যাবে ও পাওয়ারই আছে চলো পিঙ্ক কত আছে লাইভে প্রথমবার এজ হোল্ড করে আছি বানা তাও আর এজ ডমিনেটার ভাবা যায় কি দেবরাজা
বিশাল ব্যাপার।
বিশাল ব্যাপার মানে বিশাল ব্যাপার
Excellent work.
আগে ক্রাউনে উঠলে মনে হতো যেন ওটা কি পেয়ে গেছি তবে এখন বলবো পাবজি অনেক ইজি করে দিয়েছে আগের মতো নেই আগে ক্রাউনে উঠতেই মানে ক্রাউন ওয়ানে উঠতে গাঁড় ফেটে যেত আমার
ব্যাপারটা শেখায় না, পাবজি একই রকম আছে, আমাদের স্কিল বেড়েছে।
হ্যাঁ হতেও পারে
পাবজি যদি সহজ করে দিত তাহলে 0.8 কেডি নিয়ে লোকে খেলতো না, 0.5 কেডি নিয়ে লোকে খেলতো।
একটা স্কোয়াড ক্র্যাব যাচ্ছে ক্র্যাব গ্রাসে একটা স্কোয়াড
গ্রেট ইন্ডিয়ান না দেখিনি ওটা, ও দেখতে ইচ্ছা আছে। হ্যাঁ
হয় না ওদিকে কেউ নামে না M4 তো লাগবে ডিপি আছে থাকো কিন্তু ইয়ে পাইনি আমার বরাবরের যেটার অভাব
ব্যাগ
পেয়েছি এই পেলাম ওইটারই অভাব ছিল উজির সমস্যা একটাই একটু দূরে নেওয়া যায় না ডুয়েল M4 ইউজ করলে আবার একদম ক্লোজে হবে না বুঝতে পেরেছ না বুঝে উঠতে পারি না কি কম্বিনেশন দেবো উজির জায়গায় কি ইউএমপি ইউজ করবো
ওই জায়গায় ভেক্টর ইউজ করো।
ভেক্টর আরও বেশিই লাগে ভেক্টর একটু
Damage
দোলে উজি দোলে না উজি স্ট্রেট যায় কিন্তু ভেক্টরে তোমার ইয়ে দোলে প্রচুর চলো ইউএমপি ইউজ করি ইউএমপি ভালো একবার ইউজ করেই দেখি কম্বিনেশন একটু চেঞ্জ করতে হবে সবসময় এক গান নিয়ে ভালো লাগে না ইউএমপি মার্ক করিস তো দেখতে হলে ইউজলেস
I got supplies.
M4 দরকার M4 পাইনি
I got
UMP পেয়ে
supplies.
গেছি।
এই যে এখানে এমফোর আছে, এখানে এমফোর আছে, এই যে,
Marked
এই
a
যে।
location. I got supplies.
316 মিটার
M24 আছে
এমও আছে
কি ইউএমপি মানে M4 এর
হ্যাঁ
না, হ্যাঁ এমন ছিল না।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে এখন আমার কাজ হচ্ছে দুখানা অ্যাটাচমেন্ট কিনতে হবে ইউএমপি ইউজ করে দেখি ইউএমপি সাপ্রেসার ভার্টিক্যাল বুঝলে
ইউএমপি ভালো ভালো ড্যামেজ দেয়, ড্যামেজ ভালো।
কম্বিনেশন চেঞ্জ করতে হবে একটু উজি ভালো উজি পারফেক্ট কিন্তু উজি একটু লং হয়ে গেলে চাপ হয়ে যায় একদম ক্লোজের জন্য উজি বেস্ট আমি বলবো শর্ট
ইউএমপি দিয়ে তুমি অনেক রং রেঞ্জে নিতে পারবে।
আর ইউএমপিতে তুমি সাপ্রেসার লাগিয়ে মারবে বুঝতে পারবে না কোথা থেকে মারছে
ইউএমপি
I got
যখন
supplies.
9mm এ চলতো না তখন খুব ভালো ছিল। পয়েন্ট
হ্যাঁ।
দিয়ে
ইউজলেস লাগবে 3 এক্সট্রা ক্যারি কর আমার একটা M4 লাগছে অত দূরে গিয়ে M4 তোলাটাই চাপ হয়ে যাচ্ছে
এই না M4 না, আমি শটগান আর P90 চালাবো। এই না এসো।
না পেয়ে গেছি M4 একজন স্নাইপার ধরলে ভালো হতো M24 আছে একজন
I got
স্নাইপার ধরলে ভালো হতো
supplies.
মার্ক করেছিলাম তো।
যে ওটাতে চালাবে স্নাইপার
না
একজন স্নাইপার ধরলে কিন্তু খুব ভালো আমার মতে বলে তুমি দরকার একটা 6x কিংবা 8x কিনে নেবে আমি M4 এর কোনো রকমের গ্রিপ পাইনি, মানে কোনো মানে হয় পাওয়ারে গেলাম। সিঙ্গেল গ্রিপ নেই মানে, আর ক্র্যাবে লোক আছে। স্টক পক কিছু পাইনি, আগের ম্যাচটা বিনা স্টকে খেলেছি।
এই লেভেল 2 জ্যাকেট পেলাম।
হ্যাঁ লেভেল 2 পেয়েছি। আমি একটু পাওয়ারের দিকে এসেছি, পারলে এদিকে চলে এসো। ক্র্যাপটা অনেক এজি হয়ে যাচ্ছে।
রেড ডট হলো পর্যন্ত পাইনি।
আমি 2x দিতে পারবো, 2x আছে আমার কাছে।
I got supplies.
ওই ইউজলেস রেড ডট মার্ক করেছে, রেড
নিয়ে
ডটটা
না,
নাও।
এটা তুলে নিয়ে আয় একটু।
আচ্ছা আমি ক্যারি করে নিয়েছি রেড ডট, আমি ক্যারি করে নিয়েছি, তুলতে হবে না। আমার একটা এসএমজি সাপ্রেসার দেখতে পেলে বলিস। এসএমজি সাপ্রেসার লাগছে, ইএমপি সাপ্রেসারে চালাবো।
আমাদের স্কুলে কি হয়েছে জানো?
কি হয়েছে?
আমাদের স্কুলে গত পরশুদিন মাধ্যমিক পরীক্ষার পরে
হ্যাঁ
4 জন টিচার কোথাও একটা কোনো লেবু বাগান না কোনো বাগানে গিয়ে ড্রিঙ্ক করছিল।
আচ্ছা,
তো সেই ছবি পুরো ভাইরাল হয়ে গেছে।
তোমাদের স্কুলের
আমাদের
স্টুডেন্ট?
স্কুলে। না না, স্টুডেন্ট, টিচার।
আচ্ছা বুঝলাম, তারপরে কি সাসপেন্ড?
না না, এখন তো ব্যাপারটা বাড়াবাড়ি, কালকে পেপার টেপারে দিয়ে দেবে।
চাপা, তোমার স্কুলের নাম বদনাম।
হ্যাঁ ওটাই তো সমস্যা, স্কুলের নামটা বদনাম হবে।
আমার কয়েন লাগছে জানো, 10খানা কয়েন লাগছে।
আমার কাছে 40টা আছে, নিয়ে যাও।
তাও তো, তুমি স্কোপ কিনো নি?
না কিছু কিনিনি।
আরে আমার 10খানা লাগবে জানো, তুমি একটা স্কোপ কিনে নাও।
আরে আমি তো P90 চালাচ্ছি।
আর তো মানে 6x তো লাগবেই।
হ্যাঁ দাও, কেন একটা 6x?
কিনবো? নাও
কত 6x এর দাম কত?
20।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে,
এনো 6x, এনো রেড ডট।
ব্যাস হয়ে গেছে।
বিজনেস কোথা ঢুকে গেছিস রে, ক্র্যাবের টিম আছে।
ও একাই সামলে নেবে, চাপ।
হ্যাঁ সামলানোর জন্য না, মানে পুরো ডিপ আছি তো, সমস্যা হয়ে যাবে। পেছন দিক দিয়ে কেউ ঘুরে গেলে চাপ হয়ে যাবে।
এখানে স্টে করব।
এইখানটাই
Marked a
স্টে?
location.
কি এনিমি আছে?
না না, এখানে স্টে করব।
Enemies ahead.
আচ্ছা রিকল সেন্টারে এনিমি। একটা M4 স্টক দরকার।
চলো কোথায় যেতে হবে?
আমি পুরো বাজে জায়গায় আছি, মানে খুব জোর কেলানি খাবো।
কোথায় মারলে?
ও রিকল সেন্টার। এমকে তো চাপ হয়ে যাবে গো।
আমাকে দেখো, আমিও মারি।
নক নক নক, রিকল সেন্টারে ঢুকছে।
Marked a location.
চলো ঢুকবো।
এই গাছের কাছে একটা মেরেছি, এই গাছে, এই যে পেছনে যাচ্ছে।
নাইস।
ওই 4 নম্বরের কাছে দুজন আছে, মারা গেল। যাচ্ছি ইউজলেসের কাছে। ইরে 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 ঝড় বইয়ে দিল এখান থেকে সরবি হ্যাঁ ইউজলেস এখান থেকে সরবি
আমি আসছি।
রিচটায় এসে ওয়েট করো রিচটায়
হ্যাঁ বললাম যে ওরা কিন্তু আমাকে দুটো গুলি মেরেছে, দুটোই মাথায় লেগেছে
তোমার
আমার। হ্যাঁ
আরে বাড়া রিকল সেন্টারে টিম আছে না পুরো ফেঁসে যাবো সালাদের কাছে এডব্লিউএম বা এখন উপস্থিত ইউজলেস ফের গেল স্যাকটাই একমাত্র উপায়।
নক করেছে নক করেছে নক করেছে, চলো।
ঢুকবো 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 আমি হিল করছি ওই দিকের ওপরেও টিম আছে না নড়তে দেবে না আমার মানে এই মারটা বহুত বাজে মারছে মানে এই জন্য বলি ইউজলেস আলাদা হবে না আমাদের এইদিকে ঢোকার কথা ছিল,
Don't
অনেক
give
ডিপ
up.
ঢুকে
Your
গেছিস
teammates need you. Form up on me.
হিল করো হিল করো হিল করো দেবরাজ আগে হিল করো বহুত বাজে মারছে এই মালটা
Give up.
ইস শুতে পারলাম না গো।
বহুত বাজে মারছে একটা স্প্রে ওদের বাইরে পড়ছে না
আমি তোমাকে বললাম তো, আমাকে দুটো গুলি মেরেছিল, দুটোই হেডে পড়েছে।
100% আমার ওয়েস্ট 80% ড্যামেজ হেড আমাকে অন্যজন মেরেছে একটা আর এ মারলো একে এ করতে দিল না এ জানে আমি কোথায় আছি দেখবে এই দেখো এ আমায় দেখেইনি ঠিক আছে আমায় দেখেইনি কিন্তু কিরম ভাবে দেখবে দেখো ও জানে আমার পয়সা নেই ভালোই মেরেছে এই
ঠিক আছে,
এসপি আছে
চলো
মালটা
চলো খেলো, গুড নাইট।
বেরিয়ে
আগে 3 ঘন্টা 3.5 ঘন্টা গার্ড আছে আবার।
ঠিক আছে
3 ঘন্টা কাজ করতে সমস্যা নেই, কিন্তু এই গার্ডে কিচ্ছু করা যায় না, একটা পেপারও সঙ্গে নেওয়া যায় না, কিচ্ছু করা যায় না। তারপরে
দাঁড়িয়ে দাঁড়িয়ে ঘুরতে হয় তাই তো
হ্যাঁ
বোরিং
দাঁড়িয়ে
জিনিস
এটাই হচ্ছে কথা, এতটা বোরিং না, তুমি মানে বলে কত কথা।
বুঝতে এখনকার জেনারেশন তো রাখতেই পারবে না 3 ঘন্টা কিছু না নিয়ে
হুম,
চুপচাপ সাইলেন্টলি একটা জায়গায় ধ্যান করা ভালো ওর থেকে
সেটাও করা যাবে না।
হ্যাঁ সেটা করলেও আমার অসুবিধা
হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে, গুড নাইট। বিজনেস, গুড নাইট।
I'm really sorry. Okay.
No problem.
এই মালগুলো নামবে ওইখানে
Let's go.
शॉटगन पे लेकर मार्क करता ब्रोकन वॉल बाहर ब्रोकन वॉल है अच्छा
Marked an open door.
रिजल्ट हेल्थ किट আছে তোর কাছে নিয়ে যা না থাকলে
I got supplies.
ওরে সালা আমার কাছে 6x আছে अरे ये मार्क कर इजी स्टॉक असला ये एक्सटेंड कर रहा मैं एसएमजी
I got supplies.
ना चल एक ही चलाओ क्लोज है बड़ा एक ही चलाओ
Marked an airdrop. Let's go.
একটা M4 এর স্টক দেখতে পেলাম একটা। কোথায় চলে গেছিস রে তুই? গ্রোনাস থেকে রেন্ডার আছে।
I got supplies. I got supplies.
অগ লাগবে। এটা দেখিস।
Enemies ahead.
স্মোক পেয়েছি না কিছু পেয়েছি? রে এনিমি।
Enemies ahead.
ইন্টু পর দিয়ে ছেড়ে দিয়েছে। বাঁচা ভাই। জান তো এখান থেকে উঠবে বট ফায়ার করে। ওইদিকে যাবা মিড স্ট্যান্ডের দিকে। মালগুলো গাড়ি নিয়ে না পুশ দিয়ে দেয়। হেলমেট দরকার।
I got supplies.
আল্লাহ
I
আছে
got
আমি
supplies. I
একে
got
ইউজ করছি।
supplies.
ඕබ මංගවින්නව පල්ලා ඉන්න උඹට ගායම දෙවමිද මේ වර මඩුවෙත් ඉන්නවා උඹට වම් පැත්තෙන් ගන්න
আমার সামনে
ආව
enemy, আমার
වායුවල
সামনে
මේක ඇතුලේ කාකෝද
জাস্ট আমার সামনে এনিমি আছে।
වාහන එක මේ මේක ඇතුලේ එක මරනවද
পাথরের পেছনে।
උඹේ කොක්ටේල් එකේ මගේ අතේ මරන්නේ උඹ කොක්ටේල් එකේ දැම්මේ කොහෙද කියන්නේ
তো গাড়িটা সেভ করতে হবে না?
මම කියන්නේ දැම්මේ
তো গাড়িটা সেভ করতে হবে। এটা এটা নে, এটা নে, এটা আমার লাগছে না। আমার থেকে 6x নিবি।
ඒ යන්න බා නේට් කරන්නේ කොහොමද
না না সিক্স এক্সটা নেই, সিক্স এক্সটা নেই, সিক্স এক্সটা নেই, সিক্স এক্সটা নেই। ও আছে আছে তোর কাছে, ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে। এই রে দুটোই উঠে গেছে, নে নে।
কান দিকে নতুন আমার বুঝতে পারে
अरे बनाई
तुमने तो ना
नाइस,
मैं की ना
थैंक यू भाई।
Watch out!
कहीं भी
आओ गहरी लगा
वो इसके क्या नेम बोर्ड सॉरी सॉरी।
Watch out! Mark the location.
स्मोक है एनिमी स्मोक पे।
Mark the location.
আমার কিল নিয়ে নিল। ফালতু মারলো রে, কতবার যে নক হলাম মানে আমি,
इतने
Mark the location.
বহুতবার নক হয়েছি।
स्मोक ना करो एक करीब करो
ইউজলেস গেলাম, রিকল করে নিস, রিকল করে নিস।
Don't give up. Your teammates need you.
तो नेट दे देने की जरूरत
ইউজলেস রিকল সেন্টারের সামনে যে নিচের ঘরটা,
अडो अडो तो होंदे लेमे चोंदे अरे डांबो तो करे ही सट्टे का दिन ने बलांग अरे এটা বেকার দিন না
শোন এই পাথরে একটা আছে, ওই দিকের ঘরটা একটা আছে।
কিনো বাড়ি হাত দেখ কিনো গো
এই দেখ এই ঘরটা একটা আছে, মার্ক দিচ্ছি দেখ, ম্যাপে মার্কটা আগে দেখে নে। এই ঘরটায় দুজন আছে ঠিক আছে, আর এইখানে একটা আছে।
चाहिए वो
সামনের ঘরটায় দুজন আছে, ইয়েলো মার্কটায় হিল কর।
අඩ මු කේඩීක පහයි ගානක් තියෙනවනේ මුගේ මේ මම හිතන්නේ මුට පේන හොඳ හොඳ නෑනේ ප්ලේයර් කෙනෙක්
තමයි ඉස්සෙල්ලා ගිහිල්ලා ගැහුවේ අතනදී
ඔව් බං මූ අර එකෙක්ගේ පස්සෙන් පන්න කිව්වපන් මුට පේනවනේ නැත්තම්
বলছে
මම ඔය
বুঝতে
ඔපනින්
পারছিস,
එක මුට පේන්නේ
বলছে তুই হ্যাক
මට
করছিস
නේද
বাড়া।
ගන්න එකේ ෆයර් කරේ නෑනේ බං
বলছে আমার তুই হ্যাক করছিস, যা কথা শুনে মনে হলো। পোস্টটা ঘুমা এখানে। দুটো আলাদা আলাদা টিম আছে। না দুটো আলাদা আলাদা টিম আছে, মানে এ একা আরো দুজন আছে। बहुत मौसम हो रहा है, तो धूप जले एक तो। पता नहीं मिट्स नहीं। যা ওদের ফলো করেছি, চল কথা নামাই দেখি। আনফলো করলাম, আনফলো করে নামছে। ভালো লবি আছে। ভোটেক্সের টিমটা পুরো হ্যাকার। ভোটেক্স আগে খেলতো আমাদের সাথে, আমার সাথে খেলতো। ব্যাক হয়নি। এই ঘরে লোক আছে। ফোর এস লাগছে না, 3x হলে ভালো হয়। থ্রি এক্স যদি পাস তো আমার এই ম্যাচটা স্নাইপিং করলে ভালো, জানিস। ভর্টেক্সের টিম আছে তো ওরা সালা স্নাইপিং এ দুর্দান্ত।
I got supplies.
কি আছে দেখাচ্ছে না, এই তো সাপ্লাই বোঝা যায় না। হ্যাঁ কে না ইনতে উপরে আমি একে ছাড়লাম উইথ আমো। না না একটা স্কোপ কিনবো, দুমদাম পুশ করে দিস নি। ড্রিঙ্কস পাইনি, ড্রিঙ্কস পেন কিলার।
I got supplies.
প্রেসার তুলে নিয়ে আয় তো। মালটাকে দেখতে পাচ্ছি না। মালটাকে দেখা যাচ্ছে না, এইখান থেকে কে একটা ডিপি চালালো। গাড়ি আসছে। মানে কেন
Teammates need you.
জানি না, বাইরে হোল্ড করে গেছে মালগুলো। মার মাথায়, মার মাথায়, মাথা দেখা যাচ্ছে, মাথাটায় মার না। এরাই আগে, এরাই মেরেছিল। এরাই মেরেছিল আগে, মনে আছে? গিয়ে রিকলটা দিস।
Excellent work.
রিকলটা দিস। ওদের গাড়িটা নিয়ে চলে যায় রিকল সেন্টারে, এখানে এসে আবার আমার প্লেটটা লুটতে হবে। হিল কর আগে। পেছনের রিকল সেন্টারটাই চলে যায় না, তুলে নিবি ওখান থেকে। আমাকে ফের বহুত দূর আসতে হবে ফের আমাকে ক্রেটটা লুটতে।
I'm recalling a teammate.
আমার ক্রেটটা লুটতে হবে, হ্যাঁ ভাই,
Thanks.
আমার সাথে যাস।
Let's go.
চল চল চল। ওইদিকে গাড়ি গেছে, কি যাবো বলতো, মিডস্টেনের দিকে গাড়ি গেছে। এই যে এইখানেই লোক রে মা।
Enemies ahead.
এখানে একটা লোক ছিল।
Marked a location.
হেভি ড্যামেজ মালটা। ওকে তো লোকে গিয়ে তোল গিয়ে, আমি ক্রেটটা লুটি। একটাও হেলথ কিট রাখে না, কেস। যাও, আমার গেম চিপকে গেছে।
Enemies ahead. Fall back to safe zone.
গাড়িটা নে, ইউজলেস। গাড়িটা নিতে পারলে নে, যেতে পারবো না ছুটে। গাড়িটা নিয়ে আয়, ওকে গিয়ে রিকল মারতে হবে। এদিকটাই নিয়ে চলে আসবি। হ্যাঁ, ওখানটায় দাঁড়া, সেফ সেফ দাঁড়া, সেফ দাঁড়া। ল্যাগও করছে মা, হিল করে রাখ। ও রিকল দে তো।
Watch out. Marked a location. I'm recalling a teammate. Enemies ahead. Thanks. Enemies ahead. I got supplies. I got supplies.
এখানটায় গাড়িটা নিয়ে এখানটায় চলে, পুরো এই জায়গাটায় চলে। মারা এইদিকেও টিম মারা, ঘরে ঢোক, একটাকে তো নক করতেই হবে। এটা কোথা থেকে মারলো?
Enemies ahead!
5 সেকেন্ড রে কিভাবে যাবো জোনে? বিনা নিতে রিকল দিয়েও লাভ হলো না। বাংলা জোন ওখানে কিছু না, এমন এমন জায়গায় জ্বালাচ্ছে মারাচ্ছে ওটা। না হিল করেও মরে যাবা, কিল দিবি না। পুরো বাচ্চাটাকে খেয়েছিস, আমার খুব খুশি আমি। মা হচ্ছে টিমটা পুরো হ্যাকার মা। চল বেরোবো। টাটা টাটা। আজকে গুড নাইট। কি আবার নতুন অ্যাচিভমেন্ট খুললো? কানেকশন ম্যানেজ। তো রিকোয়েস্ট করেছি, অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিও এর। প্রথম
इनको हराना मुश्किल ही नहीं नामुमकिन है। Play with the Bashas of Rummy on 823. चलो साथ खेलें। Download from 823.com.
इस खेल में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व है और इसकी आदत पड़ सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
Call it love and devotion. Call it a mom's adoration. Foundation, a special bond of creation. Ha! For all the single moms out there going through frustration. Clean bandit, China ball, and Marie thing make them air.
She works the nights by the water. She's gone astray, so far away from her father's daughter. She just wants her life for a baby. All on her own, no one will come. She's got to save him.
Daily struggle.
She tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you.
Stay up there.
She
Stay
tells
up
him
there.
your life ain't gonna be nothing like my life. You're gonna grow and have a good life. I'm gonna do what I got to
Stay up there. Stay up
So
there.
rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. I'm gonna rock you, rock-a-bye, baby, don't you cry. Somebody's got you, rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. I'm gonna rock you, rock-a-bye, baby, don't you cry. Rock-a-bye, no.
Rockabye, rocka, rocka, rockabye. Rockabye, rocka, rocka, rockabye. Single mom, what you doing out there? Facing the hard life without no fear. Just see and know that you really care. Cause any obstacle come, you well prepare. And no, mama, you never shed tear. Cause you have to set things year after year. And you give the youth love beyond compare. You find the school fee and the bus fare. Already pops disappear. In a wrong bar, can't find him nowhere. Steadily your workflow, everything you know, so you're not stop, no time for your dear.
Now she got a 6-year-old, trying to keep him warm, trying to keep out the cold. When he looks in her eyes, he don't know he is safe when she says, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you. So rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. I'm gonna rock you, rock-a-bye, baby, don't you cry. Somebody's got you, rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. I'm gonna rock you, rock-a-bye, baby, don't you cry.
With a bang, bang, bang. Alright then.
No.
Rockabye, rocka, rocka, rockabye. Rockabye, rocka, rocka, rockabye. Rockabye, don't bother cry. Lift up your head, lift it up to the sky, yo. Rockabye, don't bother cry. Angels around you, just dry your eye.
Now she got a 6-year-old, trying to keep him warm, trying to keep out the cold. When he looks in her eyes, he don't know he is safe when she says. She tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my.
Oh God, I can't wait to feel the rush, the sense of.
কোল্ড প্লে মানে কবে বার এখানে এসে গান বার করবে? এখান থেকেই চালাবো?
Angels sent from up above
Jan Laporta amongst the fans, celebrating with two of the club's successful teams, the basketball team, who were presenting the second consecutive Copa del Rey to the fans, and the women's football team, you can see them there, who won the La Liga title this morning with a 5-0 victory over Real Madrid. So jubilation for the home team fans. Congratulations to both those teams. Today, Football Club Barcelona take on Osasuna in the final game of Sunday's football from matchday 28 in La Liga Santander. The players in the tunnel about to come out as the triumphant women's team have their photo taken. Of course, the first team, who we're about to watch take on Osasuna this time next week, they'll be coming out onto the pitch in the Santiago Bernabeu to take on La Liga leaders Real Madrid. How they would love to repeat the results of this morning's match from the women's first team. Barcelona going into this game in 5th place in the La Liga table. They were 9th when Xavi Hernandez took over. A win today would put them tie on points with Atletico Madrid in 3rd place with a game in hand. And just to let you know how tight things are at the top of La Liga, if they were to win that game in hand and win tonight, they'd be within 2 points of 2nd place Sevilla. As for Osasuna, while they're a tough nut to crack, having a fabulous season, they're in 11th place in the table. A win would see them overtake Valencia, move up into the top 10 in 9th place. And they've been particularly dangerous on the road this season. Usually Osasuna aside, who were very, very strong in El Sadar. This season, 6 of their 9 wins have come away from home. The game earlier this season in El Sadar finished in a 2-2 draw. It's going to be a very tight clash tonight as the Football Club Barcelona anthem rings around the Camp Nou. With me on comms for this one, Andrea Orlandi. Welcome, Andrea. It's fair to say Barcelona, if they want the 3 points tonight, are going to be made to work hard for them.
Absolutely. Good evening, Simon. Good evening, everyone. It's not going to be easy for Barcelona, and they know what they're coming up against. A really tough nut to crack, as you said, especially away from home this season, as we see the starting lineup. But Barcelona, they not only need to win to get back into the Champions League places, but also because they've got a huge week ahead of them, with obviously the Europa League game away against Galatasaray and El Clásico coming after. So this game is a must-win game for Xavi Hernandez.
Well, there was the starting lineup for Barcelona, chosen by Xavi Hernandez. Ter Stegen in goal, Alves, Piqué, Garcia and Alba at the back, Busquets, Pedri, Gavi in midfield, Dembélé, Ferran Torres and Aubameyang up front. It's as many as 6 changes from the side which drew 0-0 on Thursday here in the Camp Nou in the Europa League against Galatasaray. Alves, Piqué, Busquets, Gavi, Dembélé, Aubameyang coming in to replace Dest, Araujo, Frenkie de Jong, Nico Depay and Adama Traoré. The match referee today, De Burgos Bengochea, Iglesias Villanueva in the VAR operation room. And here's your Osasuna lineup: Sergio Herrera in goal at the back, Nacho Vidal, David Garcia, Juan Cruz and Cote. Lucas Toro and John Moncayola in central midfield with Javi Martinez. Ruben Garcia on the left, the 19-year-old Iker Benito making his full debut on the right, Kike Garcia through the middle. 2 changes from the side, which got that fabulous victory over Villarreal in El Sadar on matchday 27. Jamie Easton is pitch side. Jamie, we've just seen 2 Barcelona teams celebrating their trophy wins in front of the fans. Maybe a while before the fans get to celebrate a trophy win with the team that's about to kick off tonight.
Well, that's what the local fans are expecting, Simon, after that disappointing performance in the Europa League against Galatasaray. But everybody here is quite excited today because there's something that has happened this weekend. Sevilla wasn't able to win, so right now Barcelona depend on themselves to be second in La Liga.
Absolutely true. It's a long way off at the moment, but still looking to the objective as finishing as high up the table as they possibly can. Second would be a remarkable achievement for Xavi Hernandez after the tough start to the season. Barca have had one or two technical problems for the Burgos Bengochea ahead of kick-off. It's going to be Barcelona to start proceedings. They'll be attacking the goal to the right of your screens. Osasuna playing in green, and as we said, on the road they've been very successful indeed under Jagoba Arrasate, who's just renewed this week his contract as manager of the club from Pamplona through to 2024, and he's a really good fit in charge up at El Sadar, Andrea.
Absolutely. You remember last season when Osasuna went through a bad patch where results weren't there. He was never under pressure because the club trusted him, and obviously they did well by trusting Jagoba Arrasate. You know, the way he's managing the team and his adaptability as well. He tries different systems, different formations, but the team never loses their identity. And this season, as you said, they're now 11th with a chance to go top 10 in La Liga. They're doing absolutely great.
Well, on the road, as we said, 6 wins have beaten Cadiz, Alaves, Mallorca, Villarreal, who they beat away, and at home Granada, Rayo Vallecano. They got a 0-0 draw in the Bernabeu against Real Madrid, held Barcelona to a 2-2 draw. Are they going to go one down early on? Aubameyang cutting it back. It's well intercepted by Juan Cruz.
Well, great movement from Aubameyang. Obviously, David Garcia trying to anticipate, doesn't get there. Pedri was ready for the cutback, but Juan Cruz did ever so well. Well, those away wins, the famous one was against Villarreal. The performance, it was absolutely incredible. I remember they played with 5 at the back when one of the first games that Juan Cruz played as a centre-back, obviously in a back 3 with that late goal from Chimi Avila to win the 3 points, and it was absolutely spectacular. It's true that then they kind of struggled and they had a dip in form, but now they're back to their best, Osasuna, and Barcelona know if they want to win tonight, they have to be at the best.
And for Osasuna, we're going to call it as a 4-5-1, a 4-4-1-1. It's Quique Garcia, the veteran striker, up front, with perhaps Javi Martinez tucked in behind him.
Yeah, it looks like it. A 4-4-1-1 with Javi Martinez obviously on Busquets mainly, trying to stop that line of pass, and the 2 midfielders, Moncayola on Gavi and Lucas Torró on Pedri. Now, obviously, it's going to be important that this man here now, Dembélé, who receives the ball, is doubled up by Rubén García and Cote, because if he's isolated in one-to-one situations against Cote, we know how good he is on the ball, but defensively he does tend to struggle a little bit.
Alves with a cross. It's completely missed by young Benito. Alba picking out Busquets. At a stretch, he finds Alves once again, assuming that position in the centre of the park that we've seen when Barca have been on the ball, and he's been at right back since his return. It's a good run from Ferran, gets to the byline, goes down. The appeal for a penalty comes mainly from the fans. Referee de Burgos Bengochea was well positioned to see that. Let's have a look.
There's a minimal contact, I think, here, but not enough. Ferran goes down too easily, but positive from him, obviously taking on Nacho Vidal, showing his pace. When he feels that he's lost the ball, he just goes down. No, there's nothing, there's not even contact there. You know, from Nacho Vidal with Ferran Torres. Obviously, a good start from Ferran. He's had an up-and-down start to his Barcelona career. Obviously, scored a very important goal away at Elche, but missed a few chances. Good thing about him, he always puts himself into good positions. And talking about Dani Alves, it's very interesting what Barca does with him. You know, to play sometimes alongside Busquets to make it a midfield too when they have the ball. So the way that Osasuna is coping with it is interesting. Basically, they ask Quique to drop deeper and mark Dani Alves. They're not forcing one of the midfielders to come out of their position because they know they can leave some gaps at the back. So they just want to be very, very solid. They're defending as a unit in this opening few minutes. And we knew it was going to happen. You know, Osasuna is a difficult team to play against.
And today we saw Araujo's one of the changes Xavi's made for this. He's on 4 yellow cards. I suppose the fact that the Clasico in the Bernabeu takes place this time next week might have some bearing on that decision made by the Barcelona manager.
Absolutely, 100%. It's true that Xavi has been, I wouldn't say he's criticized Araujo, but he said that on the ball there's things he needs to improve. I think it was a bit unfair from the manager, from the Barca manager, because Araujo, okay, he's not PK on the ball, but he's a very good and reliable footballer. But his main strength is defensively, is the best defender they've got, basically. So I obviously expect him to start against Galatasaray midweek and against Real Madrid in a Clásico, 100%.
It's Pedri combining with Dembélé. Dembélé squeezing inside to Busquets, who looked for the movement Pedri made into the box, but it was intercepted.
And Simon, Andrea, no whistles today for Ousmane Dembélé. This has changed. Xavi looks pleased with that. We all remember what happened the last game they played here against Athletic Club, when he was whistled and then he scored that wonderful goal.
True, it seems he's won the hearts and minds of the Barca fans. Here he is on the ball again, fairly active in these opening moments. Kiki Garcia wins a foul. Big, traditional, strong target man. And he's got real ability too, Andrea, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a good footballer. I played against him during his time in England, and it was very hard to cope with. Strong, but as you said, he knows what to do when he's got the ball between his feet. Obviously, his main asset is, very good in the aerial duels, very good in the air, and obviously it's so difficult for a defender to play against a striker like him, because he never stops running. He doesn't give up. He does press you. He upsets you, and a fantastic player for Osasuna. I think that he fits perfectly at Osasuna.
Dembélé, the control is poor. He may well have been offside, but play was allowed to continue.
But disappointing from Dembélé, because
wasn't it? Because the flag hasn't gone up.
Exactly, and the ball from Alba was spectacular. Obviously, his first touch let him down, but that was a great chance. And a risky one for Osasuna. I thought that the defensive line was quite high. You don't want to be doing that against the pace of Ousmane Dembélé, Ferran Torres and Aubameyang.
Dani Alves to take the resulting corner. It's headed clear, only as far as Pedri. Alba tries a shot, blocked by Juan Cruz. Garcia finding Alves, now Dembélé again. Back to Alves. Cross into the far post. It's well cleared by David Garcia.
Well, what Osasuna is doing when Dembélé receives the ball, obviously Cote is the first one to go there and press. Rubén García is helping him massively, and then Lucas Torró is the one shifting across and as well. So they're not using Javi Martinez in that department. They're actually using the holding midfielder to help on that side.
That'll be a goal kick. It's been a lively start from Barcelona, as you'd expect in the opening minutes of this game, them to take the initiative. Many of our spectators, I know, are big fans of Osasuna's Argentine striker Jimmy Avila. He's suspended for this game. He saw a red card in that win against Villarreal last weekend.
Actually a big miss for them. Simon, he scored a spectacular goal against Villarreal, that header, when he was playing probably where he doesn't want to be playing, out wide on the right. He did start as a striker in the first half in a 4-4-2 formation alongside Kike. Yagoba went back to the 4-5-1 formation that was, being effective for Osasuna. It's a risky
trouble
one
there. Cote sending it forward where Kike Garcia fails to control it. Alves, I believe, apologising there for that momentary lapse of concentration.
They do take risks with Alves playing in midfield, but it's something that they know, they take into consideration. What happened was that transition from Busquets was perfect, and then Kike obviously couldn't control the ball, but they kind of improving Barcelona in that defensive transition, Simon. That was the main problem, especially at the beginning of the season.
Kike Garcia with a blast off Pedri. It rebounded nicely. Problems for Eric Garcia, being put under pressure there by Javi Martinez, but manages to find a way back.
Important for
Ter
his
Stegen.
confidence as well, Simon. You know, he knows he's lost his place with Araujo, so these minutes are crucial for him. And you know, for the rest of the season, Xavi's going to need everyone.
When you're tempted to say Eric Garcia is the perfect Barcelona-style ball-playing centre-back, really, but here's Dembélé, drags it wide with the left foot on this occasion. Applause ringing round the Camp Nou.
It's the second time that Osasuna take risks in that first, you know, build-up. They don't want to get rid of the ball. They try to play there. Juan Cruz, it's a bad ball, and then you've got poor Cote in a 1v1 against Dembélé. You don't know what to do, really. Show him inside, outside, and he takes the shot with his left foot. Great chance for Barca.
It's been a promising opening 10 minutes for Xavi's side. Dembélé. Now Alves. Pedri outside him. Albayang in the middle. Gavi arriving too. It's not the greatest of crosses. It's cleared by Juan Cruz. Piqué wins it. Sorry.
You could see that Pedri received the ball, but he was hesitating a little bit. He didn't really want to do anything with it or sprint with the ball. He was waiting for help and ended up making the wrong decision.
Dembélé again, seeing loads of the ball in the opening minutes. Garcia to Piqué. Aubameyang back to Busquets, who picks out Dembélé in a bit of space. Cote goes across and gets in between Dembélé and the ball. Well defended, goal kick.
He's done really well. I was having a look at Gavi and Pedri and how they were trying to maintain their position. Gavi, you know, made eye connection with Aubameyang. They made the right movement. Aubameyang coming deeper, Gavi running in behind. But the work from Nacho Vidal is spectacular. I think that Osasuna, they just have it perfectly. They've been studying Barcelona and they know exactly what to do and obviously how they can stop them. You know, those movements from midfield are crucial for Barca and Xavi's system, and so far so good for Osasuna.
Ruben Garcia losing his footing and apologising to his teammates. A huge advantage, of course, for Osasuna is they've got off to such a fabulous start, riding around mid-table. They've got absolutely nothing to lose tonight. If they lose to Barcelona in the Camp Nou, well, that's to be expected, I suppose you could say. Yeah, it's well collected by Sergio Herrera. He's given a penalty. David Garcia and Herrera asking for explanations. There's a yellow card being brandished. Gavi congratulated by his teammates.
I want to see it again, Simon, but it happened like 2 minutes ago, and Nacho Vidal was perfect following Gavi. This time he was a little bit late.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's a challenge. He's not too convincing that. But look at that.
Lovely ball from Busquets.
Yeah, Aubameyang comes deep. Lay off to Busquets. The ball is just brilliant. And yeah,
just catches his left heel as well.
I mean,
well, it's one that you can give or not as a referee, but certainly if you've given it, I don't expect VAR to make any amendments to it. Is that one yellow or two yellows that have been brandished, Jamie?
I only saw one yellow appearing from the
That was a repetition in that case. It's going to be Ferran Torres to step up. Opportunity to put Barcelona 1-0 to the good, 13 minutes into this game. And this would be just the kind of start Xavi will have hoped for. If, of course, he puts it away. And he does. Very, very calmly indeed. Side-footing it into the just inside the right post as he looks at it, sending Herrera the wrong way. Barcelona take the lead. Ferran Torres with the goal. 13, nearly 14 minutes on the clock. Barcelona 1, Osasuna 0.
Important for him. Simon obviously came on against Elche at halftime, did really well, scored once, but he did miss a few chances. Well, there is a penalty. It takes a responsibility. Look at that. I mean, you cannot hit a ball better than that. He's a specialist from the penalty spot. 1-0 Barca, and you see, you lose concentration for a half second against this team, and they punish you. The run, the movement from Aubameyang, Gavi was absolutely perfect. Nacho Vidal, he was just half a second late. You could see the penalty. Now you've got a big mountain to climb at El Camp Nou.
And Jamie, that's an important goal, isn't it, for Ferran Torres?
Second consecutive goal in La Liga, and one thing they were saying here in Barcelona, Simon, inside the club, was Ferran Torres, when he starts scoring, the goals will just keep arriving because he's doing everything good, but only scoring was missing.
Well, he's involved again as he's brought down there. It's a free kick to Barcelona, another yellow card, this time for David Garcia, the captain. So the right-hand side of that Osasuna defence already on yellow cards, quarter of an hour into the game.
And obviously, you know, Dembélé hasn't really activated himself yet. He's had a chance, but then you got David Garcia and Nacho Vidal on a yellow, and you got Ferran on fire. Alba will be moving forward on that side. So no good news for Osasuna's defence.
It's going to be Dani Alves with the delivery. He's going to try and emulate Roberto Carlos. No, plays it short. It's clipped over the top.
Oh, that was brilliant.
But just didn't quite come off. Xavi clearly enjoying it.
Look at Busquets. Obviously, they're blocking. I think it's Iker Benito. You know, well drilled from Barcelona.
Goal kick from Herrera. Kike Garcia did what Kike Garcia does. Look at Dembélé chasing there. What a sprint. He must have known Cote wasn't going to get it. I think Cote himself knew that he wasn't going to reach that one. But Dembélé putting in just a little burst of pace there.
I think that this is like you know, the mental game in football. You know, you were 5 yards ahead of me and I still beat you, even though I knew you were not going to get there.
And the next time I'm going to have the ball, I'll be running at you.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, Barcelona have got a tough week ahead with that trip to Turkey to take on Galatasaray. Having found them impossible to break down midweek here in the Camp Nou, so it's a game that they have to take very seriously indeed. And then just 3 days later, the Clásico against Real Madrid in the Bernabeu, in a game that not just Xavi and President Laporta, but all the players and all the fans are going to be absolutely desperate to see a good performance from Barcelona.
Absolutely, Simon, because they have been outplayed by Real Madrid recently. It's true that in the Spanish Super Cup the performance was good, but still you
Good ball
lost.
in,
Oh, what a ball.
Aubameyang on the volley. Did well to get on the end of it, but Sergio Herrera was well positioned to collect. Lovely little touch there from Dembélé. Pedri squares it to Gavi. He thought about a shot, I think. Now chooses a better option. Dembélé back inside to Busquets. Busquets over the top again. And Pedri apologises as though he saw it too late. But the idea...
Look at this ball, Simon.
Yes,
it's just perfect, because you're running straight. I mean, and to scoop the ball this way, it takes a lot of quality. Aubameyang probably thought the goalkeeper was closer, as we see the penalty there. And that's a training drill as well, because the movement was absolutely perfect. The ball from Busquets, it was great. You can see Xavi happy with the finish there.
And he'll be particularly happy that it's Ferran Torres scoring, as Jamie pointed out. To throw into Barcelona, Jordi Alba to put the ball back in play. Eric Garcia. Our player allowed to continue there. Seemed like there was some shirt tugging. I think the referee decided it was mutual. Herrera punts it out.
And you can see, Simon, that now Barca, they're playing slightly more direct in terms of when Eric has the ball, he looks for Aubameyang. So whereas before they would try to earn yards through combination, but short combinations. You can see now Eric finds the winger straight away, or finds the striker, you know, straight away. So there's a difference compared to the Koeman days.
Well, unfortunately for Barcelona, that one was broken down. Lucas Torro lost his balance, but Osasuna maintained possession. Moncayola playing it out, combining with Benito. The cross comes in, and that's just about the first time Ter Stegen has been called into action.
See how difficult it is to play for teams like Real Madrid, Barcelona. You dominate the entire game. For a goalkeeper, I mean.
Yeah.
You gotta be focused, because obviously anything can happen in football, and especially in such a competitive league like La Liga, of course.
Busquets back to Gerard Piqué. Now Alves, I beg your pardon. Alves returning it. Dembélé. Close down there by Conte and Ruben Garcia, but it's through to Dembélé once more. Shimmy Shammy, it's a lovely, gorgeous ball in, and it's 2-0. And Ferran doing exactly what Jamie Easton warned us he was going to do. Once he starts scoring, he's not going to stop, and he's made it 2-0 to Barcelona. 5 minutes after putting them ahead from the penalty spot, and that was a wonderful through ball from Ousmane Dembélé, and the finish was pretty special too.
Fantastic, and it all starts from the right, Simon, and Osasuna struggling, especially the two in midfield, because Pedri joins Alves, Dembélé, so Moncayola and Lucas Torro are always out of position. Dembélé drives inside, the ball is just perfect, you know, at the back of Nacho Vidal. There's no way, you know, that Ferran Torres can miss from there. He does ever so well. Obviously, he's confident. He's already scored. Look at this.
And he's got time to to trap the ball, control it, set it up, wait to see what Sergio Herrera's plans are before coolly sliding it underneath the keeper's body. Not too different, the finish from the penalties just scored, with the inside of his right boot again.
Absolutely, but that's confidence, Simon. Probably, maybe against Elche, let's say, when he came on, he would have missed it. But obviously, after scoring, after the good start he had today, you know, you could see the composure. The first touch was the right one. He looks up, he sees where Sergio Herrera is, and he goes through his legs. 2-0 Barca, but obviously the combination was just spectacular. Down the right, and the pass from Dembélé.
Well, the task has just got somewhat more uphill for Osasuna. Alves on the ball, here's Gavi. Showed strength there. Looking to link with Ferran Torres. Busquets over the top. Lovely volley pass from him. And that was so close to being a hat-trick in the first quarter of the game. And Jamie, the home fans are really enjoying this spectacle, aren't they?
Absolutely, Simon. And Xavi Hernandez especially too. I saw him really happy after that goal, because these are two players he needed to recover. Ferran Torres and also especially Ousmane Dembélé. 6 assists of the season by the Frenchman. Only Jordi Alba has more, 7.
Well, it's Dembélé on the ball after the short corner taken by Pedri. Does well, gets the cross in. Van Cruz heads away, but the danger's still there for Osasuna. Although this one goes out for a throw-in. Gavi will take it.
Well, it took this man 10 minutes to get into the rhythm of the game, but now he's just unstoppable. Ousmane Dembélé, as we saw the chance from Ferran Torres, the pass from Busquets, and volley. He volleyed with his left foot.
It was a gorgeous touch.
Yeah, unbelievable. The awareness of Busquets is just spectacular. What a player.
It's not only seeing the pass, it's the execution,
exactly,
because
yeah.
It killed the pace of it as well, even though it was volleyed. Fabulous from Busquets, who now picks out Gerard Piqué. Two of the old guard, if you like, in Xavi's Barcelona. There's another of them. Jordi Alba floats it over the top to Ferran again. Appeals for handball against the former Valencia man. Busquets. Well, you could almost say he telegraphed that. You could see what was going through his mind. I think he'll have a shot. We're 2-0 up.
He was kind of forced to have a shot. It's not his game. he doesn't really like to be doing it, but why not sometimes?
Real problems for Osasuna now. As it's all Barcelona, they find themselves really pegged back. There's Alba.
You can see that the position of Alba has changed as well, Simon.
Yeah.
Where before it was crucial for Barcelona, his runs. You know, he was one of the few players that could make those runs in behind, give them width and depth. Now he's just keeping a more central position because he knows he's got a specialist there to make a difference in the likes of Ferran Torres. So,
as you can see, is right on the line on that left wing. Dembélé on the right. The kind of width that Xavi wants from his wide men is Busquets. Dembélé. Pedri, lovely ball to Alves. Dembélé on the back of it. It's blocked in the end. Problems here for Cote.
they're loving it down the right at Barca. It's true that Ferran has scored 2 goals and he's playing on the left, but they're destroying Osasuna here.
Javi Martinez dispossessed. Pedri tries to shot. It's blocked by Aubameyang. Just a slightly heavy touch from Jordi Alba, but once again, applause ringing around the Camp Nou.
This man is full of confidence. He tried the Rabona cross there. Ousmane Dembélé.
Long clearance from Herrera. This time Garcia didn't get on the end of it, but he almost wins the rebound, losing out in the end to Gavi.
And I'm surprised, Simon, that Yagoba keeps that 4-4-2 or 4-4-1-1 shape, because you can see that Javi Martinez should be there helping. Look at Dani Alves receiving on his own. Lucas Torro is forced to go there.
And look at Dembélé in the space he's in. A little bit of showboating there, perhaps, from Dani Alves. Dembélé with a cross! Oh, wow. And it's Aubameyang who makes it 3-0, and that is sheer quality from Dembélé. How many assists was it, Jamie Easton, for Ousmane Dembélé? There's one more now.
It was 6, now is his 7th assist, and he equalises Jordi Alba as the top assist player in Barcelona this season in La Liga.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang making it 3-0 to Barcelona on 26 minutes, doing a little dance with Dani Alves. How many times have we seen that over the years from the Brazilian? Just look at the quality of the delivery from Ousmane Dembélé. And for a striker, that's the bread and butter finish. It's not easy, still had work to do.
Absolutely. The movement from Aubameyang is great, but Dembélé, he can take you on, but he doesn't need to if he can cross the ball with both feet. But I think the Barcelona, they're destroying Osasuna on the right-hand side. Cote, he was on his own there against Ousmane Dembélé. Ruben Garcia has tried to help him in the opening minutes, but I was going to say that I'm surprised that Yagoba keeps that shape, because obviously in a 4-5-1, Javi Martinez could actually help the midfielders to stop Barcelona. It's kind of strange what he's going for, and Barca tearing them apart here. Alves, Pedri and Dembélé, they're controlling the game.
Good advantage played there by the referee. It's Dembélé again. Very nearly linking up with Alves. Just flicked back by Javi Martinez. Martinez again, wide to Iker Benito. The edge of the box, good work. Oh, and there's the offside flag, but it's the first chance, if you like, for the visitors. There you can see Moncayola just offside. Yeah, but at least getting a shot off.
Yeah, exactly. Into the opposite half and creating some sort of problems to Barca, but
still Barcelona coming again. Ferran Torres. Gavi offering support. He wins a throw. Unable to get past Nacho Vidal.
if you look at the body language from Osasuna players, everyone looking at each other. What should we do? what should we do really to stop Barca? You know, they don't really know what to do, how to do it.
Jordi Alba with the throw. Gavi back to Eric Garcia. Gavi again. This time he selects Gerard Piqué as the recipient. Side to Ferran Torres. Linking up again.
Oh,
Gavi
wow.
wins it back, and it should be 4. Aubameyang just scooping it wide. But an offside.
But
has
well,
been
it comes
given.
from it came from an Osasuna player, so.
There's the 360-degree view of the opening goal for Torres' penalty, brought to you by Live Score. And that's Pedri with excellent anticipation, finding Dembele. A lovely reception of the ball there from Pedri. Alba. There's Ferran Torres. No wonder those Osasuna players look a little bewildered. It's a good block on this occasion by Garcia.
And again, a run from Pedri into the box. The pass was really good from Ferran Torres. And they have the ball again. You know, Osasuna can get out of there. They can really, you know, have a sequence of passes where they can get a breathe on, really, Simon, because you know, they're constantly under pressure.
It's all one-way traffic, that's for sure. But they win a free kick. Sergio Busquets bringing down young Iker Benito. And he played a handful of minutes ahead of being selected to start tonight's game. He played against Celta and against Sevilla, coming off the bench earlier this season. It's a bit of a baptism of fire for him out there tonight. Chase for Kotick. Keeps it in play. Alves is with him. Played back by Martinez. Moncoyola's attempted pass to Benito is blocked. And the ball rolling gently through to Marc-Andre ter Stegen.
I think that probably Yagoba prepared the game to attack Dani Alves. So that's why Kote is playing alongside Rubia, but he probably knew as well that he could lose the game there. And this is exactly what's happening in the opening minutes. For the first time, Kote's been able to run at Dani Alves. Nothing's come out of it, but you know, that was probably Osasuna's idea of hurting Barcelona tonight.
Juan Cruz playing the ball out. Garcia finding Garcia. Loose ball. Alves to Pedri, Dembele to Busquets. And, well, you can tell how much the fans enjoy that short, sharp, first touch passing movement.
The thing is that you train that, Simon, and it comes out naturally then on the pitch. Because you find those lines of passes, there's triangles where, you know, everyone is well positioned, and obviously the quality does the rest.
Dembele. Side to Alba, Pedri, Busquets, Dembele. Can't get there. Cruz wins a throw-in.
I love to see Busquets. He just gives one bad ball, you know, away per half, really, and he's just so frustrated with himself.
And Dembele was gesticulating there after that one had gone out for a throw. Not quite sure who to, as Moncoyola with a good ball. And here's an opportunity. And Quique Garcia looks rather scathingly at the youngster Benito, as if to say, look, I'm the veteran here. You square that to me, was in a lot of space. But I think Iker Benito probably took the right decision. Just unfortunately for him, he lost his footing.
Yeah, obviously he's had to run a lot in this opening 33 minutes. Once he had a chance to go at Jordi Alba, he went for it on his weaker left foot. But I'll tell you, when you're young, and, you know, and you're playing alongside experienced players like Quique, it's always a good idea to keep in the ball.
Jordi Alba gets out with Joao Piqué. Pedri gets it back for Busquets, finds Eric Garcia. Alba again. It's Ferran. Alves. Out to Dembele. Gets the return from Pedri. Alves. Dembele again. Oh, that's an audacious ball.
What a ball that is.
And it could so easily have ended up as a Juan Cruz own goal, because he had to go there knowing that Dembele was lurking.
It's true that obviously Osasuna defended too deep there. You know,
I
the
should
centre
say
back
Ferran
was
was
Nacho Vidal.
lurking.
Yeah, but they kind of forced to do it. And the quality that you need to put that ball where Dembele did is crazy, but obviously we know how good it is.
And gaining in confidence all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
Although he never really looks lacking in confidence, you have to say.
but he looks more
it must
involved.
help him.
Yeah, and he looks more involved in what Barcelona are trying to do. He looks like, I don't know, he's a different player.
Well, battling to hold on to possession. Failing to do so, but winning a throw-in for Barcelona, which Alves will take. Eric Garcia finds Jordi Alba. Alba looking for the connection with Fernando Torres. It's headed clear.
But again, you see a long ball from Jordi Alba and looking for the run of Pedri. The midfielders, when they get the ball, and look to the other side and switch play. So they're not scared of doing that. Look at this.
Busquets over the top to Dembele, and he failed to bring it down. And for a moment then, Osasuna, having lost possession in the Barca half, were caught flat-footed. Busquets was well aware of that, of course. As we see the second goal, just a 10.3% goal probability of Ferran sticking that one away, which just goes to show, I think, how difficult that chance was. He made it look really easy though, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, you know, when you go 1v1 against the goalkeeper, in order to make himself bigger, they tend to open their legs. But you need to be, you know, spot on and choosing the right time to obviously finish, and this is exactly what Ferran did. As we see Barca being, you know, more like the Barca we saw with Luis Enrique at times. You know, when they get the ball back, the quick in transitions, they do play those long balls, they're more direct, you know, with the pace they've got up front. So when they have to combine, they do, but they don't overplay.
Cote can't see a way forward, plays it back to Herrera. David Garcia, it's out Nacho Vidal.
Here on the sideline, Xavi Hernandez is continuously giving instructions to his players, clapping his hands. On the other hand, Arrasate, he's not even moving, hands in his pockets, looking down. It's quite disappointing performance for his side at the moment.
Well, they're 3-0 down and have been since before the half-hour mark, so I think quite disappointing is an understatement, really. Here's Moncayola. Now Cote. And Lucas Toro just managing to keep hold of that. Moncayola plays it back to Herrera under pressure from Aubameyang. Finds Garcia.
Now it's Barca, you know, letting Osasuna play a little bit. It's about game management.
Busquets winning that one back, but with a foul on Ruben Garcia in the process. Free kick to Osasuna. Just raising the boot slightly there. Not too much in it. And there's the gesture of Jacob Arrasate that Jamie was describing. Looking like a stern schoolteacher, which of course he is. Sergio Herrera with the clearance. Well, the flag stayed down, but now goes up.
Obviously, nothing's working for Osasuna. And I think that the main problem is when they don't have the ball, which is most of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
But
you can see Ruben Garcia just drifting narrowly offside, not a lot in it.
you know, but you can see that yes, Iker Benito is kind of forced to make it a back five. But in midfield they do have a problem.
Joao Piqué. And also unusual to see that Barcelona have covered more ground than Osasuna, although there wasn't much in it. You'd expect the Osasuna side playing here to be leading on that stat, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course. But
especially not having had the ball much.
The thing is that Barcelona are running while they're enjoying themselves.
True. It's Dembélé, supported outside him by Alves. Instead picks up Piqué. Dembélé again. Must be feeling important tonight because everything's going through him, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's Pedri.
I think that, you know, Jagoa thought he could win the game down the left. Well, Xavi thought the same with his right side.
Oh, Pedri cuts it back superbly, and Ferran unleashes one. Off target, just too high. Nobody's going to complain too much about him electing to shoot from there.
No, not in the sort of form he's on tonight.
I'm surprised to see Barcelona have apparently made more attacks down the left than down the right. It doesn't feel that way, does it?
Yeah, obviously they probably count the finish from Ferran, but it all started down the right with Dembélé, Pedri, and Dani Alves. You know, Dembélé playing that through ball to Ferran, but you know, it's true that they kind of attracting Osasuna on this right-hand side and then try and surprise on the other side. So, as minutes ago, we saw the first run from Jordi Alba, and Busquets decided not to give him the ball. But you know, it's good when you reach a point in your career, and Alba now is so experienced that he can really manage himself. You know, in this first half, he doesn't need to be running that much because Ferran is doing the job. You know, as the game goes on, in the second 45 minutes, we'll probably see more in attack.
Well, just as you were saying that, we saw that run from Ferran cutting inside from the left flank.
Ferran's runs and movements are great, Simon. You know, he's not a striker, he's not a number 9, of course, but he's not that typical winger either.
Yeah.
You know, he always makes the right runs, he always finds himself into good positions, and he's got goals in him, so that's his biggest advantage with Adama, for example.
Here he is once more. Plays it back to Eric Garcia. Now Alba. Busquets. A lovely touch from Pedri.
And again, Ferran was in the box. Yeah. You know, starting from the left, but you know, first touch football, difficult to defend.
It was well defended in the end, and here's Benito. Takes a tumble. Play allowed to continue. He's quick to get back to his feet as Eric Garcia squares it to Joao Piqué. Now Busquets. Alba. Gavi picking out Aubameyang, gets into the area, step over, cuts it back square. Pedri is an unbelievable footballer.
He is.
Didn't quite come off for him on that occasion.
But you can see that he is a great passer of the ball, even in the box. Just tried to give back to Aubameyang, as we see Alba's goal. You know, the cross from Dembélé, the movement for Aubameyang. This is what a number 9 should do, always go to the near post.
Sergio Herrera with the long clearance, just over a minute and a half to go of what, for Osasuna, seemed like a form of purgatory in the first half, because they know they've got another 45 minutes to come after the break.
Yeah, and sometimes you go at half-time thinking, well, it can't get any worse than that. Well, I wouldn't be too sure in the way Barca is playing tonight.
Joao Piqué on the ball. Alba. Busquets. There's that one pass that you allowed him to misplace per half.
Yeah.
There's long clearance. Piqué underneath it. Martinez complaining that he was pushed from behind. Piqué disagrees with the decision. Benito back to Nacho Vidal. It's Garcia. Juan Cruz to Cote. Dembélé blocking his progress. Cote again. And Barcelona win it back. A lovely back healer from Dembélé to Busquets. Jordi Alba, Dembélé, and Pedri. Jordi Alba. Gavi.
Now it looks like if Ruben Garcia's gone in midfield and Javi Martinez keeps his position up front, like a 5-3-2 for Osasuna. But, you know, a first half where the home side have dominated from the first minute to the last one, with this man on fire, Ferran Torres as well. You know, 3-0 for Barcelona, it could have been more. So let's see what Osasuna can do to change the fortunes of this game for them.
Well, you got the impression that after the third goal, Barcelona took the foot off the accelerator a little bit. That won't be too much. That won't help the Osasuna mindset too much as they head back into the tunnel, because there's 45 minutes and more to come from the Camp Nou, where the half-time score, as you can see, Barcelona 3, Osasuna 0. Will be back in 12 minutes.
0%.
Terminate his contact with KZ himself. If it's even possible, why on earth would PSG, the last club on the last club on the planet, to respect a player wise? Let him go back to Barcelona for later.
না না পিএসজি ছাড়া পিএসজি করে যারা ধরো একটা প্লেয়ারের সম্মানকে বলে দেবে, হ্যাঁ যেমন করে এটা আসে না, দেখছি আমার ক্লাবের সাথে কন্ট্যাক্ট হয়ে আছে, ওরা নিজেরাই কন্ট্যাক্ট আসবে, ওইটা পিএসজি করবে। এবার যে লাস্ট ক্লাব, মানে পিএসজি সব থেকে নিম্নতম, ও ধরনের প্লেয়ারকে সম্মান করে পালে। But Messi is where you cross the line. মানে পিকে আলবা उसके পরের সিজনও স্টার্টার থাকতে লাগছে, মেসি এলেই প্রবলেম। কি করে ভাই ও বলতে চাই যে there is no doubt in my mind that this team वो देखिए वो নিজের খরচাতে হলো টাকা খরচাতে হলো না ছাড়বে কেউ ওই তো জ্বর গেমেছে বলেছে জ্বর গেমেছে সেটা তো দেখতে জ্বর গেমেছি বার্সেলোনা কন্ট্যাক্ট করেছে কিছুদিন আগে, তাহলে এই রিয়েল মাদ্রিদ খেলাটা হয়ে যাওয়ার পরেই দাঁড়ায়। আমি বার্সেলোনাকে ওই জন্য তো হয়তো লাম্পটা আলো হালারদের সাথে ছিল এরা যেহেতু বার্সেলোনা মেসিকে কিনেই দেখবে, পরে সিজনে ব্রেডওয়েল টিপে যদি ইউটিএম চলে যায় দেখবে একটা ভালো কিন্তু না না তখন একটা ব্যাকআপ থাকবে, যেমন আমার স্টার্টার একটা ব্যাকআপ ছিল, তখন থাকবে তো রাইট উইঙ্গে তো রেখে যদি ডেম্বেলে চলে যায় মেসি হয়তো খেলবে বা ফেরান তোরেস খেলবে আমার যত সম্ভব ফেরান তোরেসই খেলা হবে তোর আনসু ফাতি আর ফেরান তোরেসকে সুইচ করে খেলা একবার আনসু ফাতি খেলবে একবার ফেরান তোরেস এরকম হয় ওদিন হয়তো আউট মেসি হিসেবে একটা ব্যাপার একটা স্ট্রাইকার আর একটা
Microsoft helps bring new metrics to La Liga. Go deeper into the action to analyze and enjoy more of the game you love with Beyond Stats. It's your game.
This week on Maximum Football, AC Milan go head-to-head with Empoli. Bordeaux challenge the title favorites PSG. Torino go up against the table toppers Inter. Barcelona play Osasuna. And Mallorca face the gigantic Real Madrid. Maximum Football, streaming live on Boot Select.
The Master Chief was enhanced and trained for one purpose: to win this war. He and the other Spartans are our only effective weapons against the Covenant.
Master Chief, huh?
Master Chief recovered something.
Sacred ring. Halo.
When I touched the object, it felt different. What does one do with a superhuman you're not sure you can trust?
You just decided to help me. Why would a Spartan do that?
Find the Halo. Win the war.
अकेले विलन की फटे तो पिक्चर हिट, साथ में हीरो की भी फटे तो समझो पिक्चर सुपर हिट। और इस बार कहानी ब्लॉकबस्टर है।
एक आदमी जो पूरी देश की मैया ठोकने वाला है, जिसका चेहरा आज तक किसी ने देखा नहीं है और जिसके लिए कायदे से आपको आर्मी भेजनी चाहिए, उसको पकड़ने जाएंगे हम। ऐसे कामों के लिए पूरे हिंदुस्तान में हम ही एक चूतिया मिले थे आपको।
हम यहाँ फेक पासपोर्ट से लेके बढ़िया पिस्तौल के सपने सजा रहे थे, पर हमें क्या मिला? इस अड्डे का मालिक कौन है? बहनचोद!
ये गाली दे रहा है कोई? बहनचोद बोल रहा है।
ये अपहरण है दोस्तों, यहाँ सबका कटेगा दोबारा।
El Clasico, Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Streaming live 21st March, 1:30 a.m. onwards on Food Select.
We are Uber, and we are in the world-changing business.
Just because they hide it in the fine print of an app don't mean it ain't a scam.
The notorious bad boy of tech.
Is this legal?
You willing to listen to wise counsel?
I will always listen, but I will never take orders.
Who's ready to conquer the world?
Once, ordinary humans achieved the extraordinary.
He's the champion.
Pure passion fueled perfection, and legacies were written. Once more, records will be broken. Limits will be challenged. The game will take over. A new champion will claim glory, and heads will turn. ATP Masters BNP Paribas Open. Streaming live and exclusive on Food Select.
Random places, random people. What kind of serial killings are these?
ये तो सिर्फ शुरुआत है। गेम बहुत लंबा जाएगा लोलाक।
Look at the reaction. It's getting closer. Oh, you can feel the tension, can't you? Us at the edge of our seats.
I don't believe it. What a rally. This is extraordinary play.
This match is gonna be about making noise, madness, match points, Medvedev, mayhem, mania, Messi.
This time maybe Messi's got it.
Mega clashes, mind-bending moves, Madrid playing Barcelona. Making history. March is all about a month full of sporting action. Streaming live on Food Select.
Players disappear. Jobs disappear. Emotion disappears. When piracy appears, football disappears. Protect your team.
Welcome back to the Camp Nou, where the home fans in this Barcelona-Osasuna game, which concludes the weekend's football from matchday 28 of La Liga Santander, are enjoying a placid 15-minute break. Andrea Orlandi 3-0 up, and a truly dominant performance from Barcelona over the opening 45 minutes.
Absolutely. Obviously, it all started quite early, Simon. Not only for Barca, but for Ferran mainly. You know, with an early run, a penalty claim. It wasn't a penalty, but you could see that, you know, Barcelona started on the front foot, and Osasuna couldn't really do anything against them. You know, defensively, I think that the plan for Iago Barrasate didn't work. Barcelona outplayed Osasuna mainly on the right with Pedri, Alves, and Dembélé, causing all sorts of problems. Dembélé with 2 assists. I was looking at the second goal, you know, how the build-up, how good it was, and the movement from Aubameyang is actually, you know, creating the space for Ferran Torres. David Garcia has to follow him, he drops deeper, so he plays Ferran Torres on. The pass from Dembélé was sensational, and the finish even better. So all good for Barcelona. As you said, you know, when we went into half-time, after scoring the third, they kind of, you know, took the foot off the pedal. But obviously in the second 45 minutes, I expect them to come out strongly. Let's see what Osasuna can do to stop them.
Jamie, any signs over the half-time break as to what either of the managers might be planning? And tell us a little bit about the celebrations going on out there on the pitch.
Well, I expect a triple substitution from Osasuna. I've seen Unai Garcia, Roberto Torres and Aridane especially warming up quite intensively during half-time, and I see also the fourth referee here preparing the board, and we'll see who are the three players replaced for Osasuna. The atmosphere here at the Camp Nou, Simon, is one of those atmospheres of big nights, as the local fans are pretty enjoying what has happened, but the attendance today is only 54,000 fans.
Okay, only 54,000 in the Camp Nou, but those 54,000 souls, apart from the relative handful of Osasuna fans, enjoying the entertainment so far. Jamie warns us that a triple change is forthcoming from Jagoba Arrasate. What do you think he'll have been telling his players, Andrea?
Well, there's no much to say really, Simon. When you're 3-0 down and you've been outplayed in every single department, you know, I'm sure that he probably said, I would change the 11 at the start of the game, so I can't do it. So obviously, as Jamie said, he's gonna make 3 substitutions, probably change the system really, and let's take the game. Let's take the second half as a new game and try to win those 45 minutes and take some positives out of the game. As we see 2 defenders coming on, so probably he will go with 5 at the back, plus the captain Roberto Torres.
Okay, so Ruben Garcia will come off, as will David Garcia, who saw a yellow card. And Lucas Toro.
Toro, yeah.
So, help me out here, Andrea. How's he gonna set them up?
Obviously, now you've got Aridane, Unai Garcia and Juan Cruz as 3 at the back. Moncayola playing where Torro was, Javi Martinez and Roberto Torres in midfield, and 2 up front. So it's going to be a 5-3-2 for Osasuna, Nacho Vidal and Cote in the wing-backs. Obviously, he's trying to reinforce that defensive line, Simon, because in the first half, you know, they were put under pressure from Barcelona from the start and couldn't really do anything to stop them.
Well, welcome touch for Ter Stegen, who sends it long, and Aridane gets involved, playing the ball back to Sergio Herrera.
The problem with playing with 5 at the back or 3 centre-backs, Simon, is you're playing against a 4-3-3, so you can end up being in a 1v1, you know. Dembélé up against Juan Cruz. You can see now that Cote is risking, so he's marking and pressing Dani Alves. So he's leaving Juan Cruz on open space against Dembélé. That could be deadly.
Ferran Torres, the by-goal scorer in the first half. The 3rd goal scored by Aubameyang. First goal a penalty. Second 2 both assisted by Ousmane Dembélé. And there's Eric Garcia falling asleep a little bit. Gerard Piqué was there to cover and just clipped the ball off the toes of Kike Garcia. She played over the top. Herrera out quickly to clear. But the flag.
And the first 2
up for offside against
Barcelona. Sorry, Simon. The first 2 Barcelona players warming up here on the sideline are Clement Lenglet and Memphis Depay.
Thanks, Jamie. It's Pedri picking out Eric Garcia, now Jordi Alba.
I would expect Clement Lenglet to come on for Gerard Piqué, you know, to rest him a little bit if the game keeps going the way it's going at the minute for Barca. Obviously, Memphis, who scored twice with 2 shots in the last 2 games. He needs minutes.
Clipped over the top towards Garcia. Alba showing real calm and poise on the ball. Piqué not quite so much. And Ter Stegen forced out to make the block. And perhaps rather fortunate to get away with a goal kick.
Yeah, absolutely. Piqué just making a mess of it. Maybe too relaxed. You can see the kind of stumbles. He doesn't know where the ball is. Javi Martinez with a chance.
Well saved by Ter Stegen. Blocking off access to the goal at the near post there. Pedri looking round, hoping to hear a whistle for a free kick in his favour. It's not given, it's a throw to Osasuna. Nacho Vidal to put the ball back in play. It's too firm for Benito from Kiki Garcia.
Obviously, Barca haven't really started the second half as they did in the first one. And Osasuna, they're a bit more aggressive, you know, with or without the ball, as Busquets gives a fair ball away once again.
Torres back to Aridane.
And Aridane is an important player for Osasuna, as there's a chance here.
Aubameyang, that's really well defended by Vidal. I should say by Unai Garcia.
Wow.
Dembele. And it's a mixture of Herrera and Aridane who made the block.
Yeah, but Dembele is unstoppable, Simon.
Yeah, he's really on form tonight, isn't he?
Unbelievable.
It's Gavi for Barcelona. One lovely ball to Dembele. He just miscued it. Goes out for a goal kick.
Actually, you know, he takes on two Osasuna defenders and still gets past them. Finishes with his right foot. See, controlling in the box. He's got two players in front of him, so he doesn't really care. I think, yeah, maybe it's Sergio Herrera with the save. We see here. How can you stop that?
Well, certainly, Javi Martinez will be echoing your question, I think, in his mind.
And it was blocked by Aridane eventually. Aridane hadn't played for 19 games, Simon. He came on against Villarreal for the first time after a long injury. And, you know, he's an important player for Osasuna.
Ferran to Gavi. Back to Jordi Alba. It's a nice ball to Pedri. Pedri picking out Dembele in space. Dembele's cross first time. And Aubameyang on the half volley. On the half turn, going close to making it 4.
Well, now Dembele receives the ball wide and he goes for a cross. You know, first touch cross with his right foot. Great ball into the penalty spot. Aubameyang, it's a great effort as well. You know, because he's unbalanced with his body a little bit backwards and, you know, he keeps it low.
Long clearance from Herrera, won by Kike Garcia. Benito battling with Eric Garcia, who manages to get the ball back to Ter Stegen. Fails to connect with Jordi Alba. Cote cutting it back. It's Torres. Supported here by Vidal. Cross blocked by Ferran.
You see Ter Stegen tried to play from the back straight to Dani Alves. Cote took a risk, did well. And Osasuna had a good chance because the cutback was perfect from Cote there.
Moncayola wins another throw for Osasuna, and there is a sense of more aggression from them since the restart.
Yeah, obviously, for me, it was a harder speech for Xavi than for Yago Barrasate, really, because you know, how can you keep a team motivated when they've dominated the first half completely, winning 3-0? So that's hard. And for Yagoba, it was quite simple. You've been awful in the first half, so you basically have to change absolutely everything if you want to compete against this Barcelona. But you can see that it's a different Osasuna, different approach, more aggressive and with more intent.
Eric Garcia. Busquets back to Ter Stegen, and that's played out with poise. Gerard Piqué to Jordi Alba, to Dani Alves, I beg your pardon. It's a risky one from
That's a terrible
Alves.
ball. It's a terrible ball. A
Came
square
through
pass.
to Alba, who plays it over the top. It's collected by Pedri, and he showed desire to win it again. Aubameyang with a shot. Did that take a deflection?
Pedri did one special thing in the way he received the ball and where he did, and then he probably took the wrong decision giving the ball to Aubameyang. You know, when he could have just fixed one through and gave the ball to Dembélé, sorry, who was better positioned.
Just taking a slight deflection off Nacho Vidal.
That's a foul to me, because Eric doesn't touch the ball.
Eric Garcia on. Iker Benito's having the baptism of fire out there tonight. Not the greatest of corners from Dani Alves. Pedri back to Eric Garcia. That's a loose ball from him. There's Moncayola, dispossessed by Dembélé. Alves. Alba. Sinks it over the top to Pedri, now Dembélé. It's well defended by Juan Cruz.
Basically, Dembélé is showing us all of his range of passes. You know, those through balls with both feet, crosses with the left, crosses with the right, 2 assists. It's just, you know, the options that he can give to Barca are limited, really.
Free kick has been given to Barcelona. Dani Alves to take it. Everybody back for Osasuna. It's played short to Pedri. A lovely ball through to Piqué.
Probably offside,
Flag up for offside.
Yeah, but
Piqué knows it. He'll be really disappointed not to see his name go up amongst
absolutely
the goal scorers.
But he was probably surprised to find himself, well, it was tighter than I thought.
Yeah, it was.
He did well by finishing, because obviously VR will look at it. It looks offside, but
There's a disappointed man. But keeping his calm, smile on his face. Herrera to put the ball back in play, sends it long. It's won by Gavi. Such a little terrier of a player, Gavi.
yeah, he's a warrior. He just goes for every single ball.
Garcia back to Herrera. Quick to play it out to Alves. Lots of space for him to attack here. Can he choose the right option? Picks out Ousmane Dembélé. Now Pedri. Busquets. Alba. Gavi to Ferran. Busquets. Pedri's idea was so the turn. And he wins that ball back as well. He's got Dembélé outside him. Dembélé with the right foot this time. It's probably about the worst cross he's put in over the opening 56 minutes.
Yeah, it's the only wrong cross that Dembélé has kind of put in today. But Pedri, you know, showing his determination to get the ball back. You know, he kind of lost the ball because he went for the through ball when the best option was to play wide on the left. But just got it back, Pedri to Dembélé.
Juan Cruz under pressure, squares it to Aridani. Vidal puts it directly out. It's a Barcelona throw. As we see the Gerard
That was close.
Piqué
That was
offside. Very close indeed. Still shaking his head about it. When will that next goal come?
I'm sure he'll try and score. Obviously, probably if Lenglet is warming up, he thought that was his chance to be on the score sheet tonight.
Here is Piqué. Alves inside to Pedri, gets the return ball. Pedri again, caught by Moncayola. And an opportunity on the break for Osasuna, Moncayola once more. Cocked it back to him.
And Oscar Hernandez, Xavi Hernandez's assistant and brother, just called Clément Langlais.
Long clearance from Herrera. Nice control from Jordi Alba. It's played back to Ter Stegen. Dinks it over the top. Return ball to Alba. It's nearly caught by Nacho Vidal. Here's Gavi. Ferran to Busquets. And he spots and picks out perfectly Dembélé. Dembélé into the area. Trying to cut it back for Dani Alves, but Moncayola with the interception.
That's hierarchy, because it was Dani Alves. That's why he wanted to give him the ball. Otherwise, he could have gone for Cote, like he's doing now.
Dembélé again. Gets away from Cote. Cote does well. No, Dembélé very nearly linking with Ferran. Dani was well positioned to make the block. And Enrique Benito running at Gerard Piqué. Goes down. The referee is unmoved.
It looked to me like it was stripped. Iker Benito once he got past Gerard Piqué, maybe unintentionally, but
showing good character.
Yeah,
on his
absolutely, yes.
It's Ferran Torres. Pauses. Picks out Busquets. Leaves it for Dembélé. Poor pass from him.
Dembélé was waiting for Ferran to make the move in behind, and obviously it didn't happen.
Okay, winning that convincingly. Here's Alves again. Eric Garcia. Jordi tells us that the Barca subs are just about ready, but if the ball doesn't go out, they're not going to have a chance of coming on. And the ball has been in play for some considerable time. Here's Eric Garcia. Busquets. Gets it back from Pedri. Picks out Alves. It's Dembélé. Alba combining with Gavi. This is Ferran Torres. Ferran on a run. Now Dembélé. Alves making the run outside him. The cross takes a deflection. It's just about cleared by Unai Garcia. A chance maybe on the break.
Well done, Jordi Alba there.
Really did well to get back and intercept that ball before it found its way through to Torres.
It was probably the first time that Osasuna were able to break, you know, with options, really. The pass from Javi Martinez was the right one. Actually, very tired Javi Martinez after 60 minutes already.
Gerard Piqué. Showing patience, Barcelona. Showing patience too, Clément Langlais, as he awaits. He could be there all night, Andrea.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll probably ask one of his teammates to give a bad ball or just put it out of play, because he's desperate to be playing with Clément Langlais.
Sure. It's Gavi.
Well, there is his chance. Probably Piqué will be coming out.
Yes, Piqué will be replaced, and Clément Langlais will enjoy some minutes on the second half.
Gerard Piqué still can't get that disallowed goal out of his mind, I'm sure. And he gets the applause of the home fans and is replaced by Clément Langlais. Also gets a fairly warm reception, which is nice to hear.
No, absolutely. He's a top professional. Simon never complains. Team player and a very good footballer. Obviously, he's had difficult times. He was playing through pain last season, most of the season. Let's be honest, he wasn't at his best, but
right. And I'm sure he'd be the first to recognise that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Here comes the cross. It's really well headed out by Langlais. There's a lovely through ball for Aubameyang, who stumbles, and Dani quick to take advantage.
he probably thought that the direction, the ball was going to keep going in the same direction, because obviously it was given by his left foot from Gavi, kind of changed in the last second and lost his foot there. Aubameyang, but what an opportunity. What a break again, you know, Barca more direct in their approach on the break.
Good work there from Nacho Vidal. Storming forward here is key. It's good work indeed by Gary. Now Dembele trying to get away from Juan Cruz and succeeding. Ferran Torres goes all the way himself. Really well defended by Unai.
Obviously, we're enjoying it now, Simon. You know, end-to-end stuff. Probably Xavi's not the happiest because he love to be controlling things more. Obviously, Osasuna had an opportunity on the break. Gavi and Pedri, that their transition was spectacular, especially Gavi. You know, they sent Dembele into attack. He's tired, of course, because he hasn't stopped running all night.
Maybe in terms of control is why Frenkie de Jong and Riqui Puig are warming up right now. He hasn't enjoyed many chances this season.
Longley square to Garcia. He gets it back from Dani Alves. Alba back to Gavi. Eric Garcia once more. Busquets, Alves. Just miscued his pass. And Osasuna win it back. Unai Garcia back to Herrera. Now Aubameyang goes into press. Gives it everything he's got. Nacho Vidal.
I think Aubameyang
will be. Sorry. It will be Jacob Arrasate who will make the next move because he just called Ante Budimino.
Just losing his footing there, Javi Martinez.
I was going to say, Simon, that Aubameyang is giving Barca a lot. You know, not only because we saw it there with that defensive tackle, you know, and his defensive work, but when Barca is on the ball, his movements are always right. You know, he beats the defenders when he has to. He drops deep when he needs to give an option to his teammates. You know, those runs, as in the first half of the goal, to the near post. You know, his link-up play as well is really, really good. So he just hit the ground running since joining the club.
Clement Lenglet for Barcelona squares it to Eric Garcia. Pedri to Dembele. Jordi Alba. Good movement from Gavi. Lovely footwork too. And in the end, just running out of options.
Yeah, obviously he was asking Ferran to be a little bit.
জেতা না জেতা পরের ব্যাপার, কিন্তু খেলছে কিন্তু যেদিন দেখবি বার্সেলোনা ভালো খেলে হারে না ঝট করে, যেমন গ্যালাটাসারাইয়ের বিরুদ্ধে খারাপ খেলেছে, খুব এর থেকে অনেক খারাপ খেলেছে, তাই জন্য তো ড্র হয়েছে। মোটামুটি বার্সেলোনা যদি ঠিকঠাক নিজের স্টাইল ধরে রাখতে পারে কোনো টিমকে হারানো বড় ব্যাপার না, যদি নিজের স্টাইল ধরে রাখতে পারে, স্টাইলের বাইরে কেউ পারবে না। বার্সেলোনা এই একটা টিম যা স্টাইল চিরকাল একা ধরে রেখেছে স্টাইলটা, যেই ফলো করবে সেই হারবে। প্রথমে একটা সিজন তো চুলোর ধরে যাবে টিমটা।
Looks tired Ferran to me.
Yeah, he does. It's a wonderful change of direction from Dembele that was blocked by Aridani. Jamie.
The substitution was made. Benito has been replaced by Ante Budimir.
Oh, man, offside chilo.
Well, I thought young Benito can be relatively
Ante Budimir neveche, Ante Budimir.
You know, he played before tonight, 29 minutes in the top flight, so he gets 67.
এইটা আরেকটা ছিল অ্যান্টিভাইরাস
to work socks off in the
ওই
first
তো
half.
অ্যান্টিভাইরাস
Jordi Alba in the second half he played as a second striker,
ও
but
ছিল আছে নাকি জানি না
obviously he tried, you know, the opportunities he
ফেরান
had,
টোরেস
so
চেগে যাচ্ছে
he's done well. He can be happy with his performance.
অ্যান্টিভাইরাস
Gavi for Barcelona.
ফেরান টোরেস চেগে যাচ্ছে বলছে হ্যাটট্রিকটা আমার হচ্ছে না তোরা মাথা মারছিস কত লেফট ব্যাক রাইট ব্যাক কত ওয়াইড খেলে দেখ বার্সেলোনা রাইট উইং ডিপ ঢুকে আছে লেফট ব্যাক রাইট ব্যাক টপে উঠে আছে
Jordi Alba. Aubameyang. Dembele. Alves. Just seemed to lose patience there.
Yeah.
It's a firm challenge by Gavi to help win it back.
Yeah, absolutely. That first challenge is the reason why Busquets got it back. So.
It looks as though
এর
Busquets
চোট
has
হয় না এই পৃথিবীতে
done
একটা
himself
প্লেয়ার
some
আমি চোট
damage
হতে
in the
দেখি
process, but he's walking relatively normally, so no major harm done. Still in play.
জীবনে চোট দেখিনি আমি
Has it is Busquets.
চোট হয় কিরকম ওই এটা টুক করে লাগলো হয়তো একদিন খেলে
And the two
খুব
next
বেশি হলে
players
খুব
that will enter
রেয়ার হলে
the
একদিন
pitch will be Memphis
খুব বড়
Depay
চোটে পড়ে
and
গেল।
Riqui Puig. They were just called
হতেই পারে
by
না।
Oscar Hernandez.
পৃথিবী উল্টো দিকে যেন ঘুরবে যেদিন হবে।
Oh, lovely return ball by Aubameyang, and the referee unmoved. Pedri with a smile on his face. He felt he was pulled down. It was a really well-worked combination.
Yeah, once again, Aubameyang dropping deep, playing that ball into the
আরে
one of
ওই
Pedri.
এটা পিকেটটা
There wasn't enough contact there. Give a penalty.
It's Dembele. Gets it back from Alves. Gets into the area, tries the shot. And it's a fine save from Sergio Herrera. That was struck really firmly, this time with the right foot. Another corner for Barcelona.
Gets the ball there. You know, he goes at defenders at full pace. Left, right, he doesn't really care, Dembele. Because the quality is the same.
It's going to be Alves to take the resulting corner. And the shot, forcing another save from Jordi Alba. It was on target, it was awkward. Bouncing low. Herrera did well to block it. So we're about to move into the final 20 minutes of this. No change in the scoreline from half-time. Still Barcelona 3-0 to the good. Good work there from Vidal. And lovely work from Kike Garcia. And Osasuna win a corner. And that's good news for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you've got two players like Kike and Ante Budimir, plus Aridane, plus Unai Garcia.
It's going to be Roberto Torres to take it. Just a nice pack there on the inside of Joao Piquet's left thigh. As you can see, the majority of Osasuna's corners go to the near post. Roberto Torres repeating the manoeuvre. They're helping out for the first time from Jordi Alba. And that was an important ball to win for Javi Martinez. But Dembele
again.
Followed by Aubameyang through the middle, he cuts it back. Oh, it's lovely work from Gavi. In the end, there was a wall of green shirts to block his progress. Torres.
It's fantastic, the close control of Gavi. You know, he was running, so the first touch is very difficult, but the ball just stayed really, really close to his feet.
Aridane. Vidal. Moncayola back to Unai Garcia and back to the keeper. They're clearing. Straight to Busquets though. Dani Alves tries a shot, doesn't catch it. And here's the moment that Jamie has prepared us for. It's Memphis Depay and Riqui Puig.
Alba's coming off and Pedri.
Well, Pedri has been superb once again. Aubameyang with another goal to his credit.
So let's see where Memphis is going to play. If he's going to be the number 9 or Ferran will be playing there.
And which side
For
are you on?
Osasuna, Javi Martinez has also been replaced by Darko Brasanac, which will be the last substitution by Arrasate tonight.
Thanks, Jamie. Darko Brasanac on for Javi Martinez. Andrea, which side of the debate are you on about the talents and future of Riqui Puig?
Well, I think that Simon, if he hasn't played with a few managers, you know, of course he has the talent, but the likes of Gavi, Nico, Pedri, they've just shown the different gravy. So you know, he's had his chances limited at Barcelona, and the best thing for his career is actually to move on and try somewhere else. Let's be honest. So he's playing now 20 minutes, and those minutes are important for him, but because the team is winning 3-0. So even with Xavi, when everyone expected Xavi to play more, it hasn't really happened for him.
Well, he's played in La Liga so far this season, 293 minutes, just the 1 start, 10 appearances on the bench, 9 times he's come off the bench onto the pitch.
And with Xavi? Do we know that? Probably
I haven't got time to do the math. I'll do it afterwards.
More with Koeman, Simon, probably, which is surprising. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, this is a surprising thing.
Dani Alves with a cross. It's headed away by Unai Garcia. Roberto Torres flicks it on, but it's collected by Gavi. Jordi Alba. Ferran back to Alba. Gavi finds Eric Garcia. Now Alves. Dembele. You can sense the home fans just waiting for him to get it. Here is Puig. He wins a corner. Well, he's an optimist, isn't he? He'll still be thinking he can make an impact and convince Xavi.
Well, I mean, you can't really tell him that he hasn't tried, you know, exactly, at Barca, because he's had chances to leave.
Ball for Dembele to Riqui Puig.
Well, there you go.
The shot was on target. Puig follows through and makes it 4-0.
Well done to Riqui, fair play.
Absolutely, and look what it means to him. And it is a fabulous goal to score as well. A real individual effort, starting with the shot. Jordi Alba senses how important it is for the youngster. So does Busquets, and so do the fans. Big smile on his face. And that's what you expect from a top professional footballer, isn't it, Andrea?
Yeah.
That everybody knows how tough it's been for him. It's not the greatest pieces of goalkeeping from Herrera when he saves it. Kind of spills it. It's Dembele's. I don't know if that counts as an assist. I guess it doesn't, unfortunately for him. But he's quick to get onto it. Keeps.
I mean, it's actually a great goal.
Absolutely calm.
Yeah, it's a great goal. Great goal, showing composure.
Because 9 times out of 10, when you get on the rebound after your shot's been saved, you take it round the keeper, and then you miss it.
Yeah, absolutely. Or you try to take it with a first touch. And you described it well, saying he's an optimist, and he's shown it there. You know, because he takes the first shot and then he reacts quicker than anyone else. You know, wanting to score and wanting to impress. Obviously, he's made the most of it, Simon, because...
Well, I mean, he's got his detractors, hasn't he, in the entorno, as they call it, surrounding Barcelona, but give him his due. That's really good news for him. Probably good news for the club as well, if they are thinking eventually of selling him.
Yeah.
And great news for him as an individual as well. That's a fabulous goal. And you get to a stage in a game where you've taken the lead so early, and the lead is such an important lead, and the players are out there maybe thinking of those 2 big games coming up next week. Think, okay, foot off the accelerator, as we mentioned at half-time, just a little bit, but a player like Puig comes on, really needing to prove himself, and prove himself he just has.
Absolutely, and I think about Luke de Jong, for example, if he has to come on, or the likes of Brathwaite, who hasn't played all season.
Good comparisons.
Yeah, these are the players that are gonna try and and impress, and obviously change the rhythm and dynamic of the game.
Well, Andrea, Martin Brathwaite will be the next one entering the pitch together with Oscar Mingueza. It's rotation time for Xavi Hernandez.
Well, Andrea will just give him time to put his crystal ball back in his pocket. It's all changed for Xavi Hernandez, and quite right too. That one's played over the top to Memphis. It's a spectacular effort, but really well read by Sergio Herrera, and I suspect the flag was up, was it?
I thought it was offside, but obviously we see the movement from Memphis. He wasn't offside. The ball from Dani Alves again. It's just spectacular. He can't really jump there, Memphis Depay, but a good effort. And he's another one that wants to press, Simon.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things Xavi has in this squad. A lot of players who are big players, but know they're fighting for the place every time they get a few minutes out on the pitch. And if Xavi can manage that situation, then it's a big plus for him and for Barca. His Memphis, this time clearly offside. So, Mingueza and Brathwaite. Ferran Torres is to be replaced. 4 shots, 2 goals.
Yep.
A standing ovation. And every time he seems to just fit in a little bit more, doesn't he? As for Martin Brathwaite, we haven't seen too much of him, so much so that every time we do see him, it's tough to recognise him because he's changed his hairstyle.
Well, obviously, Martin Brathwaite is, if you call Riqui Puig an optimist player, an enthusiastic player, I think that Martin Brathwaite is absolutely the same.
Absolutely.
A top pro who gives it all, and I'm sure he's going to be running for the last minutes of the game and try to create all sorts of problems to Osasuna.
And Mingueza comes on to replace Jordi Alba. A solid professional performance from Alba as well tonight.
Yeah, well, once again, he hasn't really had to push himself that much into attack because Ferran Torres was doing the job for him. Ferran, for the first time, didn't start a game for Barca against Elche, and coming on made a difference. And I think that tonight, he's shown how good he is, with 2 goals and a fantastic performance.
Brathwaite refusing to give in to that one and held on to it is Busquets. Punch back to Langley, who picks out Memphis. Subs combining there. Memphis can't get past Vidal, however. Mingueza won it back, but it's collected now by Roberto Torres. Torres selecting his options, plays it square to Moncayola. Unai Garcia back to Aridane. Juan Cruz. Garcia. Really firmly at Cote, who managed to control it. Cruz cross. Play with the block. Garcia under pressure from his namesake Kike Garcia. Alves dispossessed.
It was a bad cross. It was a bad cross, but Budimir was completely unmarked. And for the first time, Barca were very, very unbalanced defensively. Dani Alves kind of forgot about defending. Lenglet had the player behind him, and Mingueza wasn't helping, as we see Riqui Puig goal.
It's really firmly struck effort, first time.
And this is the hard part.
It is.
That first touch to get past Sergio Herrera.
He thanks Dembélé for what will go down as an assist to an assist, because it's his own assist, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe Sergio Herrera, the man who finally set it up for him, unfortunately for the Osasuna keeper. Tough time of things out there tonight. Into the last 10 minutes, Barcelona 4-0 in the lead. Here's Oscar Mingueza. Plays it off for Riqui Puig. Mingueza again. Push to Gavi. Gets it back from Memphis. Eric Garcia. Alves. Dembele. Picks up Puch once more. Memphis Depay. Gets it back from Gavi. Clay. Total dominance from Barcelona now.
Obviously now after the fourth goal, Osasuna, not that they hadn't thrown the towel in, but now you can see that, you know, they're just waiting for the game to end.
Damage limitation, I suppose. Here's Alves, it's a good cross. Oh, spectacular effort from Memphis Depay.
He's got these type of things in his locker, Memphis. You can see that scorpion kick, I would describe it like.
Well, it would have been spectacular had it been on target.
Yeah.
Sergio Herrera to put the ball back in play from the goal kick.
I was going to say it's going to be 90 minutes for Dembele. You know, who looks fitter than ever.
It's really good news if Barcelona can keep him fit.
Yeah.
Because that's been the major obstacle, I think, to his progress since signing for the club. Never really being able to stay fit for more than just a couple of appearances.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it was last season when he played like 16 games in a row, and that was his best record as a Barcelona player, and ended up being injured. Sorry.
Puig trying to win it back, and he's angry with himself for having given possession away. Dani Alves wins it back, and it'll be a Barcelona throw.
Obviously, it all started, you know, in his early days at Barca, away at Getafe. That was the first injury.
And it was such an absurd injury to pick up.
Need to
do. He ripped his tendon. And then he ripped the tendon of the other hamstring. So he's had terrible injuries for a player that, you know, with that pace and
sprinters' injuries, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
চোট হয়ে গেল চোটে শেষ হয়ে গেল সলিড ভ্যালেন্সিয়াতেও ভালো খেলছিল চোটে পড়ে ক্যারিয়ারটা
Gavi screaming for it. Busquets' ball just a little bit overhit, but Longley is there to sweep up any potential danger and play the ball back to the spectator named Marc-Andre ter Stegen.
Probably he'll have a shower because he has to, but
Cupra. ভালো টেকসই গাড়ি রে, তার মানে কি বলতো এ 3 টাইম গাড়ি কি বলে আরে সেই ডার্ট রেসিং হয় জানিস তো
again Dani Alves just a little bit lax there.
And it's been like this for the entire second half, really. A bit of sloppy passes from Dani Alves. As we see the chance for Memphis here. Just to think about it, it's special.
Fabulous attempt from Memphis Depay. I guess it gets to his feet, but the free kick has been given in Osasuna's favour. Dani. Garcia down the line. Kike Garcia knocks it on. Budimir, but it's well read by Eric Garcia. Lovely skill from Gavi. Got away from him in the end. But Barcelona playing with supreme confidence right now.
Yeah, and I think Unai Garcia wasn't happy with what Gavi's done, but this is, honestly, where he's done it.
That's the only thing he can do. It's the only option he has.
I mean, yes, because he's Gavi, I wouldn't have done that, Simon, with my ability. But I have to say that, you know, it was risky, but just the technique and composure to do it where he did it on the pitch. Wow. No, we're talking about someone special. Look at him again.
Well, Memphis takes advantage. The referee playing it. Leaves it off to Ricky Puig. Maybe should have gone on his own. Dembele collects the loose ball. Dembele twisting and turning. He probably could have shot at any one of 5 moments there. Finally puts the cross in. It's headed away by Unai Garcia, but only as far as Gavi.
Yeah, I mean,
generosity
Gavi,
from Memphis there.
Yeah, and probably once again kind of hurried a little bit. And when he wasn't the best option, he had Braithwaite on the left, or he could have waited a little bit to give the ball to Ricky Puig. Memphis Depay.
Braithwaite just failing to link with Busquets. Alves wins it back. Here's Ricky Puig. Nice ball to Braithwaite. Just lost sight of it for a moment, I feel. Here's Gavi. Puig again. Just bullied off the ball there by Budimir. Cote.
Look at Busquets. 88th minute.
Yeah.
He keeps going.
And Xavi will be delighted by the mentality of the players out there. There hasn't been much in the way of relaxation. Yes, Dani Alves, as you said, I think your adjective was a couple of sloppy passes, but
yeah.
You know, I mean, what does Dani Alves have left to prove? Everybody else, exactly. I think, has really kept the intensity levels going.
Yeah, because everyone's on their toes, Simon, because there is competition for places, there is quality throughout the whole squad, so you can't relax. I think about De Jong, obviously a spectacular player, but look at the performance from Gavi playing in midfield tonight. It was great. Pedri once again. You know, up front, Aubameyang's been excellent. Dembele, a game changer, but everyone needs to be at the best. Memphis coming on, he wants to make a difference, so he's at it. And Busquets as well. I mean, he leads by example, pressing in the 89th minute, with all he's done. So that tells you that the team.
Memphis finding Alves, and that was sloppy as well. Yeah. Unai Garcia's got a yellow card, by the way, and he's the one player who's shown little signs of frustration at some of Barcelona's more skillful touches that I'm sure the rival players will be saying that's showboating, and there's no need. You've already got the 3 points in the bag.
Absolutely.
It's Unai Garcia who's vocalised that feeling, I think.
He was the one telling Gavi that he was, you know, showboating a little bit, and the one who rugby tackled him a minute later.
Exactly. Well, he's got himself a yellow card in the process.
And he will miss the next game at home against Levante because it's his 5th yellow card of the season.
Actually, quite a few Osasuna players who were in that situation of yellow cards, and I'm sure Alisate will feel that the visit of Levante to El Sadar is a much more likely scenario for collecting 3 points than the visit to the Camp Nou tonight.
Yeah,
that's a lovely ball. Ricky Puig twisting, and again losing his balance under the slightest of pressure from Ali Dani. Alves battling to win the ball back.
Well read by Clement Langley. He kind of, you know, stepped back a couple of yards to anticipate what happened.
And he's performed very smoothly indeed since coming off the bench. Meanwhile, here's Dembele, and that's not the best cross he's put into the box tonight.
We'll let him have a bad one, Simon. He's had a fantastic performance. Yeah, he probably wanted Braithwaite to score, that's why.
Yeah, you can tell, in fact, that they're looking for certain players, aren't they, to try and get them involved and give them chances. Memphis is one of them, Braithwaite's the other, and we've already seen how they've targeted to a certain extent Ricky Puig.
Yeah, exactly. With Ricky, you could see the celebrations when he scored, so that tells you that, you know, there's good atmosphere in the dressing room, and that's crucial.
And it hasn't always been the case, has it? That's a lovely turn and touch from Puig. Just got away from him. It's cleared by Garcia. Moncoyala failing to link with Brasanac. Only 2 minutes have been added. Maybe that's out of a certain feeling of sympathy with the plight of Osasuna. And there is the final whistle. And the post-final whistle, a yellow card as Alisate congratulates Xavi on Barcelona's 4-0 win. Darko Brasanac was a little bit angry at the end of things there. Andrea, it's difficult to find anything but positives for Barcelona's performance tonight.
Absolutely, you can understand why Darko Brasanac is angry, absolutely. Because obviously Osasuna, they've suffered against probably, you know, one of the best Barcelonas of the season from the start. You know, Dembele at it, Ferran Torres with 2 goals, you know, playing really good football, you know, changing as well depending on the situations in the game. If they had to play direct, they did. If they had to play through combinations, they did. So a 4-0 win, all good news for Xavi Hernandez and Barca. They're back in the Champions League spots. So a fantastic night for the home side.
Well, it's Ferran Torres we're seeing there, the scorer of Barcelona's first 2 goals, celebrating there with Aubameyang, who got the 3rd, the 4th coming in the second half from Ricky Puig. An all-round solid performance from Barcelona, who face 2 tremendous challenges coming up. Thursday, the trip to Turkey to take on Galatasaray and try and improve on that 0-0 performance here in the Camp Nou on just 3 days ago on Thursday, and then Sunday night, 9 o'clock in the Santiago Bernabeu, El Clásico, Real Madrid against Football Club Barcelona. Matchday 28, weekend football finishes here. Mallorca Real Madrid is the final game. That'll be 9 o'clock Spanish time tomorrow, Monday night. Final score here, Barcelona 4, Osasuna 0. Let's hear the post-match reflections of Juan Cruz of Osasuna. What happened in the first half is the first question. Well, I think they played better than we did. Their plan was better than ours, which didn't really work as we hoped it would. But I think the team stood up for itself until the end, and now we just have to think about the next game. There's nothing else we can do. At the end of the day, their wide players took advantage. They got behind us. As I say, now we have to turn the page, congratulate them on a good performance, and think about our next game. We think there was a dubious decision in terms of the penalty. I don't think Nacho really did much, but it's the decision of the penalty. We'd like to look at it again. We're not focused